welcome.
Oh.
I was deciding whether or not I should scream, but then I was like, no. I think my compressor would not handle that much volume. However, I have changed. Welcome back to episode number ding 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 10. We're in double digits now. The haters will say we would never do it, but fuck you, man. Double digits it is. We are one of the greatest. We are the top 1% of all D&D groups that make it this far, and we're going above and beyond and proving that it is possible for random people to have an ongoing and lasting D&D session.
Is that a genuine statistic?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. I am pretty damn sure. All other groups I have been a part of where I was not the DM, it never got past session 3. So, yeah.
I guess I've been fortunate.
Yeah, I think at least if you like meet on a forum, stuff like that, and it's usually like loosey. Maybe I just have like a completely skewed picture of D&D groups, and I've been living in a home my whole life, which very well may be the case. But I just always assume, because a lot of people always complain that, oh, you know, my D&D group kind of faded away and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, that must be normal then. Okay, enough about that. Holy shit, I'm getting really easily distracted today. That doesn't bode very well. Yeah, a quick round of introductions. Starting off with...
I am Greg, and I am playing Iric Spanner, a human artificer, and he's beginning to lose his mind.
Hi, I'm Matt. I am playing Dr. Fiera. She is headstrong and is trying to move things forward for her group so she can get to more important business.
Hi, I'm Skit. I play Isarel Leafina, and I'm currently a bear stuck in a tunnel somewhere.
Hi, I'm Felicia. I'm playing Arya, who is unaware that her best friend is currently stuck in a tunnel right now.
Very nice. A+ for those introductions. It's always getting faster and faster. I love to see the progression, where at first you were too shy to speak, but now you know your roles, and I love that. Yeah, I think we don't have to delay this any further, and we can get into the intro of the session.
Freedom. Something that all men and women strive for. Because to be free is to live, and to live is to experience the world around you. A gift given to us, and surely one that you should cherish and not waste. But it makes us blind, for while we stare longingly into the sky, boundless and free, more often than not, we miss the very cliff that approaches right in front of us. One that will most certainly let us fall to our own demise. Yet still we will go out of our way to challenge anything and anyone who would dare impede on our freedom, who would dare to even think about taking it away from us. We will wage wars, forget friends, and curse losing our own siblings and parents in the name of freedom. We would even steal it away from other people just to keep it for ourselves. And suddenly, we have become consumed by our own fear of losing this freedom. And in the process, we have abandoned everything else. Maybe we aren't supposed to be free. Maybe there are things beyond us that we do not comprehend yet, that hold more value than freedom. I challenge thee, O humble listener. Dost thou truly know what is right? Or dost thou merely see thy own fabrication of a blissful world that is filled with ignorance?
They have started moving, sire.
This soon already. I was hoping for at least 2 more days, but alright. There's the scouts who keep their eyes on them. And if anything changes in their movement, they should immediately pull back, understood? Now we'll have to just...
Are you sure this is a good idea, Your Higgledy? I mean, there would be countless casualties, right? In a world that challenges both conviction and mercy, ruthlessness is a necessary tool to be used in order to move forward. Unless you want to stay here until the end of ages, sacrifices have to be made.
Yes. All things fall into place. Yes, there it is. Starting off with the quick recap. You guys had a meeting with the now arrived Crusader Legion 12th one, Angel of Af, having had an meeting or trial with the light commander of that legion, His Holiness Saint Albastine, and he executed the Duke for being the one responsible of letting the chrysalis fall out of their hands, for even having or taking a chrysalis in the first place, and then above that having it get let stolen. He saw a fitting punishment was the loss of his life, and instead gave you guys kind of the responsibility to undo the bad that he has done, but in a kind of semi-threat and semi-patronage way. He gave you all his blessing and as such a Holy Litany protection ring, which should help you in your endeavors, and as such you were somewhat indirectly forced to follow this now ongoing mystery. You were a bit unsure in the things you need to find out, since your last thread kind of vanished in thin air and didn't lead to anywhere, so you thought it'd be most wise to try and find where the Ministers of Research and Development has disappeared to, Rinopila. And as such you try to, or at least from Dr. Fiera's side, tap into old contacts from her, talking with a professor colleague who works in one of the unis inside of Zunania. He had some connections with her. Talking with them, you picked up Eirik from his home, and since he lived very close to where her office is, and after Dr. Fiora also casted a augury spell, which spelled good fortune if you went there, you've kind of investigated her office. It was a very empty, kind of not much to be seen, only a lot of documentations lying around about, notes that she was taking about mainly her college and what she was planning to do, and a lot of, own research notes about potential school curriculums that she would want to have implicated into her new college that just opened 2 years ago. There you then met a strange older elven man who Eirik very well knows, who is the kind of owner of the Mage's Providence Guild, and who also seems to be, or at least he self-proclaims to be, the fiance of Rhinopila, and that he also has been somewhat trying to look for her. And yeah, you were a bit distrustful of this older gentleman. I think that's an accurate way to put that into words. But you found out that he also has contacts with other individuals that Rhinopila has apparently had larger conversations with, especially in the last couple of months, which was Kennedys Erkstein, who was a young, just recently graduated mage who's now part of the Archmage Guild of Invocation. And so you ask if the fiance of Rhinopila could contact him and if you could talk with this individual. And yes, he apparently made his efforts to come here, teleported to you, or at least that's how you assume he arrived so fast, and talked a bit more. Didn't really find out new stuff other than that, it's a shift in mood of Rhinopila, which led one of you to believe that maybe Rhinopila has potentially, or was also a person who was replaced during the meeting, and you were not aware of that. However, since you didn't have any direct leads anymore, you went back to square one, where you found the most evidence, which was inside of the warehouse. And there was some very keen investigation and a bit of brute force used by Dr. Fiora. Blasting away parts of the wall revealed a tunnel that has been somehow dug into the warehouse, which was sealed perfectly without almost no way of detecting that there was something behind it, other than the scratch marks left behind on the floor as something heavy was dragged across. Opening this hole, you found a tunnel, an underground cavern with rail tracks laid on the ground that led into the depths where you could not see. And as you followed these tracks, you were ambushed. Well, not really ambushed, you did make a lot of noise, so presumably anyone who was inside of there definitely knew you were coming, and got attacked. And that is where we left off, and that is where we're gonna begin. So first things we're gonna do, as the one guy kind of talked to you and threw 2 daggers at you, Fiora, we're gonna bring this to initiative, and I'm gonna not forget to take the other people to the map, since this is quite important. And this time I will not press on a fucking token again. I will not.
Do I click on the bear token or my token?
Click on your token.
Okay, perfect.
I got alacrity. Ooh, it's gonna be really high.
18, 9.
Plus
and
7.
Plus 7. Crazy.
I'm very sorry, Eirik. You are stuck behind a bear.
Eh.
That's probably a good place to
Okay.
be.
Well, let's see for my dudes. They rolled really damn good too. Okay, everyone just apparently boiling it in with initiative. However,
Nope.
despite the speed, oh yeah, except well, fair. Despite the high rolls from the guys who ambushed you, Fiera, you are definitely first with a 26. What would you like to do?
Is my job. Oh boy. So I am the only source of light, as I lit up my entire robe, right?
Yep.
Great. I only see the one dude. Great. So I have 2 daggers in me. I'm just gonna throw one out, and say to the not really handsome fellow in front of me, great. More lowlives. We're like the barbarians in Tellus. Perfect volunteers for my research. And then my locket will come out, and one of the 3 will start spinning. That usually doesn't move. And I will use momentary stasis on him if you can roll a Constitution saving throw.
Hell yeah. And here
God.
is... That is a 10, which fails.
Great. So, he freezes, and until the end of my next turn, he can't do anything.
Oh, nice. Is he...
I can post it actually here.
Okay, I have to see if he... Is he paralyzed? To the
Incapacitated.
Creatures encountered in hospital. Okay, or well, he can't move when he gets damaged again.
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Then anything else you would like to do?
I look behind. Can't go that way. I don't know where to go. I guess I'm the source of lights, and I am leading the way, so I will start moving my way up.
Okay.
There's the other one, lovely. I guess I'll move down here. Guess it's not the end of the world. I'll just say, Iric, dear, there's one in the back if you can take him. Closer fellow is mine. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, very nice. That will bring us to Iric after the kind of stasis takes this guy in front of you. He was about to respond to what you say, but he kind of freezes in momentary space, as if you've just paused him there, pressing a pause button quite literally, and he stays there without being able to react. And you can see the other guy standing there and just kind of is a bit confused and just looks at him and says, "Hey, Minwood, what the fuck are you doing? Attack him!" And you just see him not being able to respond. Bring us to Iric. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I need a good description of this bear and how much of the tunnel it's taking up.
I mean, the picture Matt sent is pretty good.
Hold on. Let me give you the stats for the bear. It's large beast.
Yeah, so I would say there is a bit of space underneath her big furry belly, which you can attempt to try and crawl under, which would require an acrobatics check.
I don't need to crawl under, I just need line of sight towards them. Like the two.
Then I would say make a perception check. The DC won't be high, but still you will have to try and look. Yes, easy peasy, you can see. Maybe just, shout out to say to Iserwell, and she kind of just, hunkers up, breathes in her stomach, so there's like a little gap between you, so you can see as well.
Brilliant. So I'm gonna sneak up. I'm gonna yell, "Move!" and kind of peek down under so I can see where the attack is coming from. And in the space behind the first guy, I'm going to cast Pyrotechnics.
Okay.
And so I'll cast Pyrotechnics. It's a Constitution 15.
Okay, now remind me if you could post a spell on there, because I think there already has to be a source of fire to be able to use pyrotechnics, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, but I think because
not measure flame. Damn it.
Yes, but my other player always uses that, so that's why I know.
Fuck. I misread that then. Okay, scratch that.
Okay.
I'll do my other long distance. Whereas, just to clarify, the rails that are running around the ground, are they metal?
Some portions, yeah, the rails on it, yeah, they're metal, definitely.
Okay. So I'm going to then cast heat metal at the metal underneath the guy that is been frozen, but I don't know that specifically, so.
Oh, okay. Let me just read the description again. Such as metal weapon. I mean, he is carrying also a sword. You could literally just heat up his sword that he's holding in his hands.
That's even better.
Just so you're aware that you can do that.
I think heating up the rail is more cinematic, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, then does he have to do any saves? You could damage to grow any physical contact with object to defy damage when you cast the spell. So you can use a bonus to cause the damage again. Okay, then definitely he is literally doing that, so you can roll 2d8.
Gross.
Which is just 6, but you know, better than nothing. And he takes 6 fire damage as his boots start to burn. He isn't making much of a reaction since he literally can't. Anything else you would like to do? Bonus action?
Bonus action. Not specific. No.
Okay, then to their turn, as the flames kind of start boiling his boots, his reactions and muscles start to move again, and he seems to come out of the stasis since he has taken damage. And he kind of, jumps up a bit, screams, "Oi, what the fuck are you doing? I just bought these boots, And he is gonna rush to you, Fiera, kind of with his grumpy look, and saying, "Yeah, you seem special, don't you, eh? How about you say that again when I stuff something in your fucking mouth, eh? Fucking nobility." And then, attack you with his scimitar. With a 9.
Wow, that actually misses.
Seems to be a bit still in the stasis, so he's a bit slower, and you can just easily dodge, but you will make a second attack with a 20.
Yeah.
Which will hit, and coming around with only 4 slashing damage as he kind of just chips your shoulder, opens a bit of a flesh wound, but you've seen worse. And he makes a third attack as he brings his second arm out and takes a dagger out of his coat to try and strike you with that. And with a 17, oops, that's ranged. Well, it's the same anyway, so it doesn't matter. Or do you want to do 17?
That'll hit, yeah.
Okay, and he spins around and then kind of jabs it inside of your left arm. Yeah, that's what you fucking get. No, we're gonna get a place and a slice of your body, eh? And that's the first guy. As a second guy will be a bit more focused on the fucking large bear that's inside of this room. So, you know what? No, actually... No, they're a bit smarter. So we'll roll for that. Okay. The other guy would say, hey Fina, how about you help me cut up this bitch, eh? And you see the other one's actually not a male, this is a female, seems to be half elven, but her ears have been sort of on a few areas been cut or chewed off, which looks extremely gross, probably infected for a while. And she says, yeah, why not? Makes things a bit faster, doesn't it? And she will also take out the scimitar and start attacking you. So 20. Second one is a 15.
I guess I need to stay up. The first one will hit. The second one, I'm gonna force you to reroll using Chronal Shift. Try to
Okay.
slow it down.
The second one, do you mean? Or the first one?
The second one.
Okay, okay. That is a 17.
I accidentally sped it up. My bad.
Then you will take a total of 13 slashing damage, and
I'm down.
you're down already.
Holy shit.
As she kind of slices through you, your robe's getting cut, and you can see the smile curl up on her face as she kind of then steps on you and says, "You fucking hate mages, always ruin all the fun, don't they? Yeah, no, let's deal with the bear, don't we?" And it's gonna end, well, she's gonna use her dagger and then throw it at the bear with a 12, which, does it hit?
Is the ring in effect as a bear? It doesn't change anything. It's gonna hit anyways because it's gonna be the armor class.
Yeah, okay.
It does hit. Yeah.
Then you take 4 piercing damage as part of your shoulder gets pierced by a flying dagger. Bring us to Israel in bear form. You see your friend Dr. Fiera just get fucking sliced and diced in front of you and immediately falls down. What do you want to do?
Bonus action, revert back to Israel.
Very nice.
And immediately I see thank you.
Yep.
I see that Dr. Fiera's down, and I'm gonna immediately cast healing word at a 3rd level.
Oh, that's also a bonus action, unfortunately, and you have to use.
Oh, it is. Sorry. Hold on.
If you have cure wounds, you can do that.
I do have cure wounds. So I'm gonna go up to her and 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay, then let's see it. Holy shit.
Not bad.
22.
Not bad.
Christ, that's like...
I'm healthier than before all the attacks.
Like nothing happened.
So I went up to her, touched her, and then I'm like, nope, and go back.
Okay. Well, how does it look like? Well, there's some crazy ass healing you're doing here.
Yep. So Israel just runs up to Dr. Fiera, and she just kind of holds on her crescent moon, and you see her hand starts kind of glowing, and from afar you could swear there's like galaxies like forming in her hand, and she just grabs on Fiera's head and just send the healing power, and then just backs away as fast as she can.
Very nice. Yeah, that galaxy mixture resonates strongly with Fiera. She gets sucked back up. Okay, that was your move and bonus action.
Yep.
Bring us to Arya, who is at the very end of the tunnel, appearing now. I would say you will start at the end of your turn since you are delayed in your entrance. But what would you like to do now?
Alright, so now that I can actually kind of see things. Alright, so I can get there. So I'm going to use my cunning action to dash up 60 feet. So So that'll be right there. And then... So, because they didn't initially see me, would I be able to, wait, can I do sneak attack at a range? Oh, I can.
Yeah, you
Would
can.
I be able to have sneak attack because they wouldn't realize I was there?
Well,
And
you
I
would
could be
get
running out
sneak
of
attack.
somewhere?
You would get sneak attack anyways because they're all next to an ally of yours. So that.
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
Yep. I will say, since you are dashing and not stealthing, they do notice you approach. So if you would have used your bonus action in the beginning to stealth instead, then that would have been different and you might have gotten advantage.
Okay, well, either way, I'll still get my sneak attack. So I'm going to, in my hand, one of my purple blades comes out, and I'm going to chuck it at the one that's red, because it looks, he's within 60 feet, right?
Yes, he is within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice.
So-
Then roll.
Oh, I forgot to roll with advantage.
Well, you don't have advantage, but 17 hits anyways. So you can roll the damage.
And then my sneak attack damage.
It already did it. It automatically does it.
Did it?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I removed it so that it didn't automatically do that. Okay.
Well, it worked out this time. So 15 points of damage to the guy with the red. The blue one is the female, by the way.
Okay.
Anything else you would like to do? Well, I don't think you can. Yeah.
I don't think I can either.
Okay, so running in, but unexpectedly, you see your friend. Well, you probably don't hear until you see the kind of sparkling blade flying past Fiera. Since Fiera, you're lying on the ground, you see it kind of hit the chest of this guy, but you can see him kind of like wincing in his head as he kind of like grabs it and it's like, oh, what the fuck's going on now? Holy shit! And the other one says, look, we missed one! And they are seeming to change their focus, bring us back to Fiera. What would you like to do?
Ooh, conscious on the ground.
Yes, you are prone.
Just got my butt kicked again. I'm smart enough not to use the big one. Saw dagger, lovely. Helps here. Okay, I will try to experiment with the female and do the same thing. Stasis on her. Constitution.
Okay,
save.
Constitution coming up with a 12, which fails.
Lovely. So I will freeze her, and hopefully that holds. I should probably. I'll get up. That's probably a good idea. And can't really move anywhere. I will stand in front of her. And yep, no, that's it.
Okay.
Freeze her and kind of figure out what's going on.
Okay, I forgot to mark the area that was kind of heated by Irik. That is the area that is currently heated by your heat metal, just so you're aware. Bring us to your turn, as now the female kind of is, preparing to smack you again, but then stays in place and also looks very confused. However, Irik, what's the plan?
All right, so I'm gonna bonus action drop my Eldritch Cannon down onto the ground, and it's going to fire I'm gonna make a ranged spell attack with my Force Ballista at the not frozen one.
Oh, so the wet one.
The red one, yeah. So I'll do
Okay.
that. Oh, Jesus, that's +7.
Plus 7 is a 13. Fortunately, 13 doesn't hit.
God damn it. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to cast. Where did it go? Where did it go? I'm going to cast Scorching Ray, all 3 rays directed at the red guy.
Okay. Then give me those attack rolls. 23 definitely hits. 10 unfortunately doesn't. The last one. Oof. A natural 1. Man.
I
things-
duck and cover.
What the
What
fuck?
is going on? Well, at least you hit once, so give me the damage for that.
Okay, I'm going to roll damage. Plus, I'm going to roll my 1d8 for Arcane Firearm.
Oh. That's pretty damn good. And you have to roll me a d20 for your natural one, unfortunately. Because we do have...
Oh my god!
No, I think 1 isn't that bad. I think it's when you roll a 20, it's worse. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Okay, since I've ruled it so if it like usually doesn't have an effect, it just is that you damage yourself. Since you're using a spell magic, your weapon can't fall away from you. So instead, you will just have to roll damage and add it to your own as your kind of device kind of misbehaves once again. Kind of a repeat from last time when you did it. So
Hang on,
just
let me find it again.
5. Oh, so as you do that, the second spark doesn't really hit, just ignites next to the guy as you kind of see sparks fuming out of your arcane device that you use to cast this, and you kind of brace in the last second and it explodes on your hand, kind of burning your cut finger a bit, and then you wince in pain, maybe let it go for a brief second before catching it again. And yeah, still you see as the one ray that does hit him very strongly in his chest, when you can see that large parts of his armor just get burned through, and he's definitely seeming to be in a lot of pain. Is there anything you would like to do movement wise?
Yeah, I'll just move up to there.
Okay.
No, I'll step in front of Izrael.
Okay, you can see the female kinda can't do anything since she's stuck, and since the guy is assuming that you are doing it, Fiera, he will attack you, kinda saying, "Oh, you fucking bitch, you won't pay for this." And he will take once again the scimitar out and attack you once with a 7, which misses. A second time with a 15. Which does hit. So you take 5 slashing damage, and then he will go around with his dagger once again with a 21 and hit you for another 6. As he does kind of the same move again, but this time you're still up, and his friend, still frozen time, isn't able to aid him. And you can see the panic in his eye a little bit as he's in a disadvantageous position. However, Israel, what would you like to do?
Alright. Israel's gonna see Dr. Fiera get slashed around again and just yell, "Not on my watch!" and cast another healing word at 2nd level this time.
Nice. Holy shit.
Wow.
Man, your
So-
healing is popping off.
Yes!
That's max.
It is max. Yep. So I'll take it.
Yep, me too. Yep.
And then she's gonna yell to Fiera, "Duck!" and cast a firebolt at the guy.
Oh, very nice. Then give me that attack roll. With a 17 will hit.
Dang!
Jesus Christ!
Yeah!
It's like, oh Jesus. And you just see this whirling fire from the druid who's been all peaceful and nature-based just come out and incinerate parts of the left shoulder as it kind of also impacts with the wall behind it. Would scream, and you see as the kind of the stasis slowly fades as the fire is now burning, and you can just hear slowly as she gets out of stasis and is able to react once again. Anything else you would like to do movement wise?
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind Eirik.
Okay, very nice. Then this will take us to Aria. What would you like to do?
I am going to... So I'm gonna pop up behind my friend. I'm here! I'm here! At the same time, which color was the one that that can't move?
I can't say can't move again since
okay.
yeah, they've taken damage.
I was attacking the one that attacked Dr. Fiera.
Oh, didn't you say the one who wasn't moving?
No, the one who was attacking Dr. Fiera. I asked Dr. Fiera to duck out of the way so I could.
Yeah, I asked which one wasn't moving.
Okay, well, okay, I presume you said duck because for the other one she wouldn't have to duck, you know. Then sorry, then I will take that back.
It's a small cave.
It's a small cave.
And between her and Eirik, they're literally just launching magic in my direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then how do you want to kill the first guy? Because
I'm just burning him alive.
Okay, the guy who seemed to be a bit pompous, kind of preparing to strike Fiera once again, going for a second strike, and just this fire incinerates him, and he just starts screaming, and I will be gracious to your ears, so I won't scream in the microphone. No, I won't. Okay, so Aria, you will then attack the blue one.
Okay. So I'm going to attack with my psychic blade. So once again, it pops out of my hand and I throw it. Oh!
Oh my god, Jesus. You guys truly are getting the short end of the stick here. You will have to roll a d20 for me, please.
That's fine. As long as there aren't any more, I can just keep this person frozen.
An 11. Oh, this is so fitting. You throw, miss terribly, and you almost hit Fiera as she's standing there. Kind of just misses her head slightly, and this puts you kind of on an unease and a panic, and you have disadvantage on all your attack rolls until you hit again. Since you're kind of scared and are kind of questioning your own abilities in this situation at the moment. So until you hit again with disadvantage, all your attacks will be with disadvantage.
Oh, dang. And so because I rolled a 1, I can't do my bonus action attack, correct?
No, you can if you want to. Bonus action attack.
I'm gonna try with disadvantage, and I'm sorry if I hit you.
Let's go.
I'm used to it.
I'll heal you again. It's okay.
Yeah.
I still have like 6 healed.
9 unfortunately won't hit, as the loss in confidence in your own abilities is prohibiting you to strike your target, and the second blade also misses in a wide arc.
I can heal you 7 more times, Fiera.
Great.
So because in the background, because I'm right behind, all you hear from me is just like, "Fuck, you kidding me? What is happening?" just like silently cussing myself out,
Yes, very
but
nice.
not so silently.
While there's fire raging in the front, there is self-firing in the back. Bring us to Fiera Kwan. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. They're frozen until the end of my turn. Unless they take damage.
And because I clearly missed, I mean they didn't take any damage.
Yes, they're still frozen. I assume if I try to take their weapon away, is that contested? If they're incapacitated?
Yes, incapacitated only means that they can't take actions or reactions, and that's it.
Okay. Next is Eirik. Okay, I guess I'll try to use my action to take their scimitar away.
Okay. Then that's just a, I guess, contested.
I'll take whatever. I don't expect it to work.
Yeah, I'm thinking whether it's just be pure strength or athletics. I will say I would treat it as.
It's the same for me, so.
Yeah, you can either. Okay, then do it. Well, I'm also thinking that technically you could also use sleight of hand. If you're good enough, you know, technique wise. But I don't think if you have martial combat training, which you definitely don't have. So I think just a straight athletics for this one.
I'll take it. Could be good.
Yeah, who knows? Was a 9. Oof.
Okay.
Also a 9. Oh shit!
How does that work then?
I
They're the
guess.
same.
I'm thinking since you are contesting him, and you are meeting his DC, meeting her DC. Sorry, it makes or breaks it. So you win in this case. But against all odds, probably the stasis definitely helps. You can see her gripping her blade with
specifically the stasis.
yeah, with all her might, but you manage to like just barely take it out of her hands.
It's very like daintily, like.
Please.
I don't even like hold it. I hold it like almost like by the like edge of the blade. Like I don't know what to do with this thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, because she can't take reactions, I am going to walk somewhere. Let's back up. Like, thank you.
Okay.
Hold it.
Very nice. You can see the frustration in her eyes, and as she kind of regains her momentum and her movement once again, you can definitely see the now fury and panic in her eyes, having her colleague literally burned to a crisp. I think we've got a scene going on here. She is debating whether or not she should stay here. Eirik, what would you like to do?
All right, bonus action, force ballista at her.
Very nice. Oh my god! You can't make this shit up.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
Oh shit! Oh man! Oh god! Yeah, 120 boy. Yes.
Good thing this isn't the boss.
That's a 5. It literally says your weapon kicks hard. You take 1d4 bludgeoning damage. I shall roll that for you.
Goodness.
So your ballista takes 3 bludgeoning damage. As it kind of malfunctions, you're seeing your ballista. It's like the first time you're using it in actual combat, so it's probably still in its prototype, and you're seeing a lot of it's struggling.
Yeah.
It malfunctions.
Understood. Okay.
And
All right, back to my spells. We're just going to cast good old Firebolt.
Ah, yes, the classic. 15 hits.
Oh, thank you.
Just barely. Was 10.
Plus a D8. Hang on. Where did it go? God damn it, there's so many things. D8.
And 2 extra for a total of 12 blasting her. This time, her left shoulder gets burned to a crisp. The leather that she's wearing gets scorched, and you can see the edges of it crackling with still the heat residue of your flames. Definitely now thinking about probably running away. What would you like to do? With
I'm just gonna take it one step forward.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick up my. Can I do that? Can I just pick up my cannon?
Yeah, you can pick it up for a interact object. I'll allow you to pick it up.
Great.
She is looking extremely worried. Seems like they went over their head so they could deal with this problem quite easily, but now realizing the situation she's in, she kind of just looks around and says, fuck it, and she will start bolting away and try to run away, bring us to Isorel. What would you like to do?
Hold on. What's my movement? 30. What could I do? Hold on, I can't see. I have a window blocker. Ugh.
It's a big window blocker.
Yeah.
It is.
Pretty chunky.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna. I'm gonna move up here. And I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 3rd level on, like, right in front of her, like right here.
Okay.
Because it's a 5-foot radius. So she's gonna be in it, and she's gonna start her next turn in it.
So you wanna could show once again where you wanted it?
Hold on. So there it is. Basically, they need to do a Constitution save, and if they fail, they take that amount of damage.
Yes. And if you could just remind me real quick where.
Right here.
So basically, like this.
Yep.
Okay. Once again, radiant moonlight streaking from the cavern ceiling, beaming down, but they have to do the save at the start of their turn, right? Is that how it works?
Hold on. Just gonna reread. Because D&D Beyond also crapped on me again.
Yes. So when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames. Then that shall happen once it's her turn. Anything else you would like to do? Movement or bonus action?
I used my full movement, so I'm gonna turn around and look at my friends and say, is anyone still hurting?
I'm good, thank you.
Great. Good, so I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step back.
Well, unless you have a feature that allows you to do that, you can't cast 2 spells on the same turn. Since you already casted Moonbeam, you can't cast.
Even as a bonus action?
Yes, even as a bonus. That's
it's It's not a. Sorry, I thought. Never mind. Hold on.
Well, since you're an elf, some elves have like a feat that allows them to Misty Step, so maybe you have that.
It is my Fate Touched feature.
Then I will just have to. You learn the Misty Step spell? No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, right? Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. I thought I thought I had gone up enough to be in my cantrips for some reason. I am confused and I'm done.
Okay, but Misty Step cantrip would be OP, but
Yeah.
bring us to Aria. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use my cunning action to dodge again.
Dodge or dash?
Or dash. I can't speak.
We all can't.
Dodge.
Dodge.
Yeah, just as a reminder, a simple trick. If you just click on your token and hold it, and then right click, then the ruler will also show up. So if you click on your token
Oh, okay.
and hold it, then you don't have to like take the ruler out and then try with the token, which can be a bit cumbersome at times.
Alright. We're going to try to throw my daggers again.
Okay.
Or my second blade. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Oof, that's an 8. You run, you throw, but the pale moonlight being casted currently in the area is kind of obscuring the vision of her, and as she kind of enters into the area, you kind of misjudge her speed as she kind of stops sprinting for a second as she's surprised by it, and you just throw way in front of her. You can still use your... Oh no, you can't use your bonus action already. So,
Yep.
Yeah. I guess that's the end of your turn then.
Yep.
Bring
This
us-
disadvantage stuff is brutal.
It is brutal. Fiera.
You can hit me later. I'll let you hit me. See if that gets your confidence up. Yeah, I guess I'll see what's happening since there's a moonbeam and Arya kind of jumped ahead.
Oh yes, area is
Ooh.
technically a light, so you would see there.
Oh, there. Yeah, not having dark vision. Oh, there we go.
Oh, hey.
Oh, does moonbeam make light? I mean, I guess it makes sense. It's a
Yeah, it literally says in the description.
It's a beam of moon.
The first sentence is literally a silvery beam of pale light shines down.
Yeah.
that makes
So
sense.
there is light.
Ooh, okay, this might get really weird. Too far for sapping sting. Okay, think this through. If I freeze them, Ira goes, then they go, but Moonbeam hits them on their turn. Oh boy. Yeah, it would unfreeze them because even if they make the save, okay. So that doesn't make sense. But I can hold my action, right?
Yes, you can.
And I've seen her use Moonbeam before with Fog Glamour, so I roughly know how it works. This one, I'm not metagaming too hard. So would I be able to hold my action until they attempt to run out of the Moonbeam space? That would make sense.
Yes,
'Cause
yeah.
I want them to get hit by it. So when they start to run out, or when they get like 60 feet away is my range. So yeah.
Yeah, what will they
When
get
they're
out?
out of Moonbeam, I'm gonna try to put them in stasis.
Yes, well, we read Moonbeam. Unfortunately, it doesn't produce light. It just produces light in the cylinder itself. So while they're in the cylinder, light is there. But that's enough for you to kind of see them. So while they're in
As
the...
we're leaving.
Yeah, exactly. So I will definitely allow that. That seems reasonable.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll just prepare to freeze them as they're leaving.
Okay, very nice.
Oh, why did I just move?
Then it's Irik's turn. That's the limit of moonlight being produced. Well, actually, it's less than that. Irik.
All right. Since I'm now behind literally everything, I'm going to walk up to the body of this dead thing, and I'm going to try to take everything I possibly can off of his body.
Okay, make an investigation check. Damn, that's pretty damn good. Well, the obvious things you find is the scimitar he was holding, and he carries a lot of daggers with him. On a quick glance, you find 8 that you can quickly take if you wish to do so. You also find a pouch with 40 gold that he's carrying with. Looking around, he doesn't seem to be carrying anything else. Like, he has a few trinkets and stuff like that, but now having a close inspection, he definitely seems a bit more refined and well kept than the other thugs you encountered in, you know, the warehouse itself. So he seems to be, you know, a bit more I guess higher stationed if you would be in the same organization, but you're unsure. When with the 26, you don't find any tattoos of the Craggies on him, so he definitely didn't belong to them, but you do see a pretty predominant tattoo of a kind of a branch that goes around the deltoid, a black branch that goes around the deltoid. He has a lot of other different miscellaneous tattoos. That one is the only one that kind of sticks out, but that's about it.
All right. I'm gonna pocket the gold. I'm gonna pocket the daggers, and I'm going to. Can I just try to like smash the scimitar and break it?
I would say the investigation will take up your entire turn, since you're kind of rummaging through a body.
Okay.
But you can try next time.
I'll just toss it to the side then, and I'll just step over him.
Okay.
Well, I can't really. No, that's fine. I'll be there.
Okay, then it's this guy's turn, who has to make a Constitution saving throw, otherwise he will take 24 points of radiant damage. Here it comes. It's a natural 1 this time on their side. So
Bye.
gets incinerated. Still alive though. So you see them continue running, but you can see just their black armor just gets scorched and it turns into this pale white, as you can see that the paint that was used to make the armor into this darkened black gets just evaporated and smokes up. And as he's trying to leave, you see it, Fiera. He will have to make another Constitution saving throw, hoping that's better than the last one, with another natural 1. Holy shit. Oh my god. Well, karma has returned to the right people as they step outside of the moonlight. And you know what? It's a natural 1. They just stay in the moonbeam. I would say you activated early enough that they just kind of stay there in stasis, and you can just see the... Well, you can't see the expression of her face since her back is turned towards you, but you can imagine that she is petrified of what is about to come. Bring us to Isolel's. She is still alive, but is being burned alive by your pale moonlight.
I'm gonna firebolt her. I am giving everything these are literally the only 2 attack spells that I have. So I'm gonna firebolt.
Very nice. Yeah,
Ouch.
25 will definitely hit. Oh, yeah. Only 4 points.
Of all the damage.
Pew pew.
Well, in comparison to the fucking moonbeam that's currently scorching this individual, probably your firebolt gets diminished by the holy flames of the moon, and as such doesn't do as much. But yeah, still. Anything else? Bonus action?
Nope, not right now.
Okay, well, taking us to... yeah?
I'm actually gonna Oops. I'm actually gonna move back a little bit.
Okay. Then Fiera. Oh no, I skipped.
Oh,
I
yeah,
skipped.
Arya's.
Oh yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I pre-clicked, that's why.
Question. Because I have disadvantage on attack rolls, if I'm doing a spell that they have to do a saving throw, how does that work? Do they get advantage on it?
No, it just doesn't change anything.
Okay. Because I wanted to do Mind Sliver on them,
Ooh, that'd be really good.
which is a 60-foot range.
Yes. That's a wisdom save? Intelligence save. Oh. And then 10 psychic damage. That's a 12. Dodging the natural 20s
So it
there.
failed.
They will take the... You won't believe it, but you love to see it. He had exactly 10 health. How would you like to kill them with your Mind Sliver?
So as he's unable to react, he's singed beyond
She?
belief with this moonbeam, or she. So she's beyond singed, and all of a sudden she just gets this extremely painful migraine, and all you hear is just, I guess we can't really see it because her eyes are, or her head's the wrong direction, but her eyes would just start bleeding as her brain pretty much turns to mush.
Yep. Burning and melting from the inside and outside. What a horrible sight to witness as you just can kind of hear her last moans. Ah, fuck. As she falls to the ground, presumably very, very dead, as the moonbeam continues to kind of scorch the remaining body that is now lying on the floor. Ending the combat for at least now, it seems like, as there are no immediate enemies to be seen, and you're still inside of this cave with various lights of bit of firelight illuminating parts of the scorched wall, embers flowing around. The dead bodies are also emitting a bit of light from, literally both being burned, one through radiant sources, the other one just pure fire. And obviously Fiera still glowing like a popsicle stick. What would you like to do?
After a minute, my moonbeam is going to go away.
Yes, just like the kind of heated up rails will also start to lose their potency.
I'm gonna go over to Izarel and give you a big hug. Thank you. That feels a lot better.
Sure, yeah. I'm just doing whatever I can to keep us alive.
Well, sometime we need to talk about the moon and stars. I think we might have a lot of common there.
I think we do.
And then I'll go sit. Tired.
And then Arya's just like, what the hell did you guys get yourselves into?
Where were you? Where did you go?
I got pulled into another meeting that was super important, but that doesn't answer my question.
I lost a finger. And you just see a janky, kind of tied back together finger on her hand.
Arya rushes over and grabs your hand. And she's like, I can't leave you alone for 5 seconds.
Well, for what it's worth, Arik also lost a finger. The same one.
Do I even want to know?
Probably not. We're stuck in a tunnel. Where are we going?
But we could keep moving forward. That way they will be less prepared once we get there, as they obviously know we're here. I don't want them to be ready for us.
Are these craggies? Are these people craggies?
It didn't look like it. Not this guy, at least.
Oh, I have a scimitar. So I'm kind of used to researching different cultures. If I look at the scimitar, can I tell like what race or what country would have built it?
Oh, make a history check.
See, history. That's what I'm good at.
21. Pretty good. Yeah, this seems to be a somewhat well-crafted scimitar. Isn't like your, general store-bought one. So probably a proper weaponsmith has forged it. And it has a very distinctive elven design to it. Very sleek, very slim. Elvens are, known to use more finesse and lighter weapons, scimitars being one of the many weapons used in the arsenal of the main military force, for example. So yeah, this is like a proper military equipment that is being used.
But these two weren't elves, right? Were they dwarves or what were they?
The first one was seems to be normal male human, now obviously burned to ashes and only a black face remains. Do not take that the wrong way. The other one burnt white to make up for it. Seemed to probably be a half elf. At least she didn't have as much of pointy ears, but some of the ears were kind of like nibbled on and cut through, so looked a bit weird there.
Okay. Well, it looks like they live here. This is an Azathian weapon, so one of the clans, maybe one of the cartels.
Was there any other markings on the body?
Yeah, well, this guy's got a tattoo. Now let's start pointing out all the tattoos I saw.
Can I roll a history to see if I would know anything about any of them?
Yeah, can definitely do that. Also 21. Man, now you're popping off. It starts to become a bit familiar. Before you went to Zunani, obviously you made your own bit of research, and there are quite a lot of underground guilds for obviously the underground networks have their own guild system, and you can distinctively remember that one of the larger thieves guilds has this tattoo, and you can remember the name, the Falling Branch, which is why they have a branch tattoo underneath their deltoid. And with the 21, I want to say is that their leader is actually the Falling Branch is a guild, but they are run by a gang called the Korinki Gang, which I will post inside of the thingy. There it is.
You said the Falling Branch?
Yeah, Korinki.
Guild.
Yes, so it's the Falling Branch and Korinki. And the special thing about it is because they aren't necessarily, like with a lot of underground networks and thieves guilds, they aren't necessarily opposing the state. In fact, it's opposite. The state often uses the thieves guilds for their own purposes. And you know that Sunani a long time ago made a deal with a problematic goblin tribe, and the Kurikigans are a gang of goblins.
Oh. Well, before more show up, I'm gonna cast False Life on myself at 2nd level, which is me just bringing out my notebook, going to a particular page where the text glows, and like a shadowy figure appears before it getting sucked into myself, so I can get some temporary hit points for a while. And I put
Okay,
my book away.
nice.
We should keep moving on.
So I would relay this information about the Falling Branch Guild to my companions. And then I would agree that we should get moving, so that way cover more ground and see where this goes.
Great. Yeah, things are quite different here in Azathia. Working with the gangs and criminals. Not the biggest fan.
So I just want to point out, you've died a number of times. We all sort of aren't really that good at doing what we're doing down here. I don't know how many times we're going to be able to just confront randoms like time after time after time after time. Do we have a plan, really? I know we have like a plan, but like what's really happening right now?
I don't know. I just got. You guys tell me.
Well,
That's also a good point. Is anyone following you? Like, what's going on back there? What, like...
So I look at Dr. Fiera, and I look at you and I say, so I'm pretty sure this might mean something to you. I met with some members of the... How do you pronounce that, Jack? So I don't butcher it.
Aurelius.
that.
Yes.
Okay, well, Fiera can either make a religion or history check. No, it's not that difficult. Aurelius?
Aurelius. Yeah, I don't see that in my notes.
No.
Oof.
I was... Oh.
Oof. You know,
Oof.
I would say you do have advantage since that is in your kind of purview space. I will say that.
Very kind.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Yes!
Every time I
Wow.
do that, every single time.
Every time
Yep.
you do that for me, yes.
Yep.
Oh
That is
shit. Holy shit. Okay, well, have a
I
sit
know
down.
everything, apparently.
Yeah, they are.
Aurelius.
Well, let me just give you the name since. Oh, let me get the spinning coin. Oh my fucking word. They are basically what keeps Canaan for the most part safe, and the very distinct difference how they gain information, which is through divination, obviously. They are the head of kind of the main security of Canaan, and they are a bunch of kind of prophecy foretellers. So they are ranked in 3 different hierarchies, which is you know, you have the blind maidens who are like responsible for small crime stuff, and then there is the Grand Oracle, who's the highest one, who kind of, you know, oversees all of the capitals inside of Canaan and makes sure that if any threat were to appear, they immediately know. Plus, the reason why no crime exists, or for the most part doesn't exist in Canaan, is because they usually see it happen and immediately know where, when, and who did it. And that's kind of the main difference between here. A underground could never exist in Holy Legionist regions because these Aurelius would, you know, immediately see them. And they are their own Crusader Legion, which is very distinctively different from the other Crusader Legions, because their light commander is the head of this operation, or of this kind of, not organization, it's also its own holy order that specializes in, you know, seeing the future and trying to read it. The way it works is the blind maidens, you know, they sacrifice their own eyesight and vision in the real world, so they're allowed to see with more enlightenment into the future, and that is kind of the sacrifice they make. And they in return gain prophecies, and prophecies are always extremely vague, so what they always try to do is kind of puzzle together what this prophecy could mean, and that's how they always figure out anything that's happening inside of Canaan specifically. So with that information known, knowing that one of them has contacted Aria, or maybe her organization, leads you to believe obviously they had some sort of connection has to be made, that they thought it was necessary to contact them in a way, and probably has something to do with well, you know, a prophecy they had.
Okay. That key right, Aurelius?
Yes.
I definitely got it right, but it's for everybody else.
Well, you can send it and I will see if it's right. You will get a point of inspiration.
Oh, I have to, yeah.
Okay.
I guess so, back to Aria. Yes, I am familiar with that order. They're quite efficient in Canaan, and actually inspired me to create a number of spells that kind of work in tandem with their own abilities. I guess you missed it earlier, but I showed it to the others. I can see short range into the future of how events may or may not go, or if fortune is for us or for those who work against us. So I am somewhat familiar with them.
You did see that we were gonna have good fortune, and you survived, so you were right about that.
Exactly.
So since you were familiar with who they are, my organization, leader, my supervisors were there at this meeting as well. And I was given a prophecy.
They prophesied for you.
I don't know what it means.
I get out my
Could mean
notebook.
lots of things.
Please share. I get ready to write.
Here, I'll share this. Terror foreshadows in the dark of where those have nested between the two streams. The shadows shall move in plain sight for all to see, for that is what they wish for. A sight to behold, a sight to be feared, and thus the earth shall tremble. Since I shared it, Jack, will you put it in our notes and
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted to post it, but sure. I can do that.
So yeah, that was shared with me. Hoping you might be able to make some sense of it.
Oh.
Especially if you've modeled spells from them.
Put it at the top of.
Just want to be seen.
There it is.
I think I have two possibilities.
At least it should be.
Yep.
In this meeting, I was basically asked what has been going on. I was fully transparent on everything that we have faced and dealt with. I didn't think it was wise to withhold any information.
Terror. Shall tremble. Well, my first guess is that
Should we be walking and talking about this? Or should we, like,
Mm-hmm.
go back to the warehouse instead of just sitting ducks?
I'm worried if we go back and these two don't report in, then they just prepare more. I'd rather we move forward. You guys are all healthy, right?
I'm fine.
I think I was the only
Yeah.
one that got hit 14 times, so you know. And I've recovered thanks to Izrael. And I've also bolstered myself so I can take more daggers.
I mean, yeah, like we came all the way to the warehouse to come and find out what's here. Now we found out what is here, so we might as well keep going forward. But I mean, back to my original point. I mean, we're not gonna survive. Honestly, this is a lot.
Have faith in us, and I just kind of pat you on the back.
It, yeah,
I mean, if
I
you're
mean, there.
truly worried.
I've got faith. Look what we did, but like, how many times can we do this?
7 more times. Today.
You must have more magic in you yet.
I mean, you might want to work on your newest tool, but yeah.
But I understand what you mean. We do have to be careful because I don't think, except for Arya, none of us are fighters or soldiers of some sort. I mean,
I'm actually mostly an archaeologist.
and I'm a scholar, so I
I wouldn't really say I'm a soldier, but I mean, I guess I kind of am.
You're my guardian. You're my bodyguard. You fight for a living. Compared to
know,
me,
and
at least.
I failed at my job if you lost a finger.
It was kind of my fault.
We'll get to that another time. We have to figure out this prophecy and we have to continue going. And then I just start walking farther down the path.
Apollo.
We'll figure it out, Eirik. We'll.
I mean, I'm sure we'll figure it out somehow, but I just this is nuts.
Oh, absolutely. I am completely out of my comfort zone.
Okay. Then how do you wish to proceed continuing forward?
I'm gonna continue looking back behind us as we're walking forward. I'm basically walking and doing like spins every like 10 feet to just keep checking behind.
Okay.
We walked about 4.5 minutes. I if they were going at the same speed we were, then we should get there in like 5 minutes. Unless they were already in the tunnel. Or they were at a checkpoint in the tunnel. Kind of hard to measure distance when you're underground. But we're near a railroad track. Oh, but I haven't been keeping track. Never mind. I haven't been keeping track of the track.
Keeping track of the track.
So yeah, let's just keep moving forward.
Since I know that they were part of a thieves guild, do I see any markings on like the walls that could be thieves' cant?
I can definitely make an investigation check. "24. You look around the walls to try and see any scratchings. And as you're looking at the wall, there doesn't seem to be any thieves' cant or any sort of messaging put on the wall. However, as you're kind of analyzing the wall, kind of, you know, indirectly by doing so, you notice the structure is a bit weird of this tunnel. And even though this cavern space seems to be natural at first, looking at it now for a longer time, you're pretty confident this definitely isn't a natural tunnel system in any way. Like this was made, not dug. You don't see any shovel markings or anything. You realize you're going through this space with tracks on the ground. However, there are no supporting beams, and after all the explosion or ruckus you made in this fairly unsupported underground tunnel, there was little to almost no real vibrational reaction that did happen. Which means, and as you're kind of looking at the stone, you realize the stone that the walls are made out of is not the natural stones that would be usually here in Zunania. It's very brown rock and dirt, kind of almost mixed with granite, which is way harder and way more hard surface that you would expect maybe in like a mountainous region, not at the coastline.
Interesting.
Are you relaying this?
Yes. This is very peculiar. I don't understand.
Could this be the result of an earth chrysalis being used?
I was just gonna say, does any of it look familiar to me? Like just the sort of concept of what's happened here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Could this have been how they got it out?
Most likely.
Yeah, absolutely. This is how it's been moved in and out. Wherever we walk to following this path, we are going to find it. Either we'll be ambushed by a bunch more of these guys and whoever else, or there's going to be a treasure trove of things.
Well, I still have a wild shape available. I could try and sneak as a little spider a little further down and see what's going on. If
Well,
there's a
you could
lot
also-
of people.
You could also save your wild shape. I mean, I'm pretty sneaky. Kind of my thing.
Yeah, there's that. Because obviously, I see Irik's point. Like, I don't want us to just, like, walk into a room full of, like, 120 bandits just waiting to kill us. We might need some backup here, or just let the guards take care, the city guards take care of whatever's going down here. But at the same time, if there's no one, but there's things to investigate. Basically, I just don't want us to walk into a death trap.
Yeah,
Fair.
exactly. I mean, we can keep walking. We can listen to see if there's any noises coming. We can do that. You know that trick where you put your hand on a railroad on the rail and you can feel the vibrations of something moving on the track. Like, I'm gonna reach down and grab the rail to see if I can sense that there's anything moving.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I quit.
That's what your third or fourth one? Oh,
Fourth nat one today.
Jesus Christ. Man.
Inspiration. I'm gonna use my inspiration point.
Alright. Hey, maybe it's gonna be a nat 20. If it's a nat 20, I'm gonna lose it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's a fair tactic to use. But as you place your hand on the side of it, you don't feel any physical tremors that seem to be resonating on the frequency of the rail tracks.
Okay. Well, here's this. I mean, it kind of goes against everything that I've already just been saying, but maybe we go forward. If we don't hear anything, we keep moving forward. If we get to a point that looks like it's either a branch in a tunnel, or it looks like it's going to open up, or any sort of change in the tunnel, maybe we stop, reassess, figure out things as we go. Like, I don't think we should just run forward and see what's coming. I think we just need to take it step by step. Going forward is probably a good idea. There's probably a lot to figure out down here. But I also don't want to rush into things. And I don't want to die.
So, why don't I try to sneak up ahead, and see if I can see anything or to calm your nerves a little bit, and then I
I'm fine with that.
communicate with you. I'll go ahead and activate my psionic power, my psionic whispers.
Whisker.
Whiskers.
I can't talk today. So I'll activate my psychic whispers.
Yes. Oh, God. Well, at least 2 hours.
What does that mean?
2 hours.
So, I think it's just 1 hour.
Oh, I thought you always get +1. But
Yeah, so can see then roll 1 psionic die for a number of hours equal to the die rolled.
okay.
So for 1 hour, we can speak telepathically as long as I'm within 1 mile of you.
Okay.
And if that hour runs out and I still need to be in touch with you, I can use one of my psychic dice and we can go from there. Alright, so I'm gonna go trying to start sneaking up ahead.
Okay, then make a stealth check first and foremost. 17. And you continue to proceed forward. The bright glowing light source of Fiera disappearing slowly behind you as the dark cavernous interior space of this tunnel stretches forward. Now you have been walking for approximately 5 minutes to get to the point where you encountered them, and you've been, you know, kind of sticking around here for several other minutes. And as you're walking you know, further and further, kind of, you know, staying close to the walls, trying to blend in with the natural colors. And since there are no natural light sources inside of here, that's pretty easy for you to do. Fortunately, there aren't many spaces to hide behind, so you are kind of, for the most part, in plain sight, and so you're relying just on your natural camouflage not to be seen. You walk for, or sneak for, another 5 minutes, and it's a long way. You're going a long way, and you're noticing this is a long stretch until probably after maybe, I'd say, half an hour goes by. Be aware she is sneaking, so she is a bit slower, so she isn't like, you know, full dashing. So you probably traveled about a mile now, and you're getting on the kind of cusp of where you know that your connection might cut. But it's at that very moment that you do see a bit of light coming from the other side, knowing that you are coming to the end of what seems to be this tunnel. But there were no forks, nothing in here. This just seems to be one thin, straight line going to one direction. And now you're seeing a bit of light in the distance.
So since I'm coming up to that mile, since I know that I'm gonna lose them, it's been pretty clear, but I am starting to see some light. Looks like it might be the end of the tunnel here soon. But for the next mile, it looks pretty clear. Should I keep going?
No.
Maybe wait for us, so then we can meet up before you move on.
Alright.
Okay, I will say you are around, let's say, 120 feet away from the, you know, where the light is coming from.
Alright. While I wait for them, I just want to, like, kind of, I would say, like, hyper focus for, like, any sounds or voices or anything that I could hear in the tunnel.
Yeah, give me a perception check. 24. Yeah, kind of now focusing on not trying to be quiet, but instead trying to see anything that is breaking the quiet. You do start to pick up voices that are echoing from where the light source is. Kind of speech. They are probably in the middle of a conversation, and it's a bit hard to distinguish what is being said, since the echo kind of reverberates in this tunnel a bit and it kind of mushes the two talking together. But you have keen ears and you've trained to pick up on subtlety, so you do kind of end up hearing some bits of the conversations that, you know, where there are bigger pauses between the two that are talking. You hear one rough voice kind of saying,
No, you definitely cheated again.
"No, what are you talking about? I never cheat."
Do you think I lose 10 times in a row of something that's supposed to be 50-50? I don't believe you.
"Well, you know, I always said that Otter was in my hands. I asked if you wanted to play and you agreed."
How long has it been?
I don't know, maybe like almost an hour? And then you hear a third voice say,
One of you go and check on them. I think something's not right. The noises that they made was a bit too loud for them to be able to do that. Tracy, Fillmore, you know what? Both of you go. I stay here.
really think somebody came here?
Oh, shut up, Trushy. It's better than sitting here losing against you.
Well, what then? And you see them hear noises as they're starting to pack things. And after maybe like a minute or so, you can hear footsteps approaching towards you.
I'm going to immediately. So it's been about an hour then, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would say this is probably like 45 minutes in.
Okay. I'm going to put my ear out to my friends. They've realized their friends are gone and they heard some noise. So somebody's coming to see what happened.
Okay, let's jump them before they jump us.
How many are they?
I heard at least 2 voices. I think only one person's coming to check.
We gotta go.
So after I say that, I'm going to ready. I'm gonna try to quietly sneak back a little bit farther from the door, and then I'm gonna ready to throw one of my dagger things at them if they get too close to me before they can try to make a noise.
Wait, so you're staying there?
So I'm gonna try to back up a little bit, stealthily, and then I'm gonna kind of crouch and then get ready to throw one of my daggers if I need to.
Oh, so, but are you attempting to hide so they walk past you? Or how am I understanding this right now?
Because like there's not really anywhere for me to hide. So it's more so just kind of like crouched down. So maybe like when he's just like quickly, so I guess kind of rolling to hide to see if maybe like he ignores me and maybe will pass me if he doesn't see me.
Okay, yeah.
And
Then
then I
roll a stealth check. I am making you aware those your friends are half an hour away. So if you were to engage, it will probably take a long time till they get to you. You are aware of that.
Okay. Okay. So that's a bad idea then. So then I'm going to I didn't realize they were that far away. Okay. So I'm going to try to stealthily get away from that area as quickly as I can while still being quiet.
Okay, that is different. And make a stealth check once again.
At the same time, we're moving.
Yes. 21. Very good. Then you kind of make a brisk pace backwards, knowing that someone is approaching you, and you get far enough that you know, okay, they don't seem to be rushing, and you do hear that it's not one person coming, it's 2 of them. As they're making their way, as you hear 2 footprints kind of echoing a bit quieter as you get further away, as you run back to your group. And after about, I'd say, you know, the middle of both coming, since it took about half an hour to get there, 15 minutes or maybe like 10 minutes, since you're probably walking a bit faster, you do end up meeting, and you see Aria kind of coming towards you, and Aria, you see your troop of, you know, the bright glowing Fiera and your other friends stepping towards you.
Are they still coming?
There's 2. But yes,
I'll
I
put
would
out
be
my lights.
prepared to fight.
Okay, put out the lights.
I am readying a firebolt. As soon as I see one, I'm gonna blast.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ready one of my psychic blades as soon as they get within my 60 feet.
Well, hello there.
And I've got like a protective stance in front of my buddy.
Okay, then I guess are you like just standing openly there with your hands out, or are you like at least trying to like hide behind something to surprise them? Like, what is your approach in this?
I guess I would try to find a crevice or something to kind of hide myself, so I'm not super obvious. If we can get the jump on them.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. So like how there's like the on the map where we're at, there's like the little crevices that kind of dip in.
Yeah, let's all find a nice crevice.
Yes, I'd definitely look for one of those crevices and try to like hide.
Okay, yeah, just so you are aware, because some people probably don't know that you as players, like if you surprise someone, they gain the surprise condition, and obviously you gain a few benefits for surprising someone.
Yeah.
But obviously in order to do so, like for me it is, if you don't say you stealth and you don't do a stealth check, they will see you once they get enraged, since you aren't making the effort to not be seen. That's how I usually rule it. So if you walk forward and you didn't say you stealth, then I will just assume you're walking in normally, which means everyone who is there will take note of you, just as a point of order. So if you wish to, kind of ready your actions to wait for them to come into range and then hide so you can do so, then you will have to do a stealth check to do that successfully, to gain the surprise.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm Travis.
And I would put this as like a group stealth check. So let's
That's
see.
good.
Average of all.
I've never tried to hide before. I'm just standing. Yeah, I'm just standing out there. I can't see, so I assume I'm behind something. So I'm probably not.
Oh my god. Okay, well, the other three, however, are pretty damn high, especially 23 and 25. But a natural one is natural one, so that kicks you pretty low. I guess you can position yourselves on the map where you would like to be.
I can't see, so I'm just gonna stay where I am.
Yep.
And that's fine.
I'll hop up here, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm probably trying to tug Dr. Fiera, like kind of half behind me-ish, but like she's not really budging because she's not seeing
I don't even know
anything.
that you're there. No. Like, oh, excuse me, am I in your way? Here, let me move, and I'll just move a random direction. 5 feet that way. There we go.
Okay. The other thing is, like, since you're preparing something, the trigger has to be activated in order for you to do your prepared actions.
Yep.
So if, for example, they become noticed before you can trigger your reaction, that means that, only one person of you can get a surprise round. Just so you're aware.
Yep.
Okay, so you're happy with where you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I guess. Then I need for each of you to tell me what your prepared action is and what the trigger is for you to activate that prepared action.
Mine was my psychic dagger as soon as they got within the 60 feet
Okay.
of the range.
Yes.
Mine is a firebolt as soon as I see one of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna prepare catapult spell. I'm holding on to one of the daggers I found and using that as the object for catapult. And whenever I'll trigger it when I see them react to Arya's attack.
Okay.
I still have that scimitar, so I'm gonna cast light on it as soon as I notice people fighting, like grunts or like see firebolts or daggers or hear daggers clanging. You know.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna wait until someone's within the range of catapult, so 60 feet from me, rather than Arya's attack.
Okay. And once again, special rule for spells. If you prepare a spell, you are using up your spell slot even if the reaction doesn't get triggered
Yep.
before someone casts me.
That's why I'm using a cantrip.
That is smart. Okay. Then, after a few minutes or so, Arya, since you're so far in front, you do see two of them, and they are you can see one is a larger individual, bit burlier built. He seems to probably be a half giant. Rarely see any of them here. So probably be a Goliath or something like that, and he's carrying a larger sword on the side, kind of scraping the walls. The other one seems to be like a little gnome. Definitely not the Ministers of Defense, seems to be more rugged than that, but yes, they are each taking one side, and you know, they're having a bit of conversations. Even the others, you can start to hear it echoing it down. They're like semi trying to be quiet. They're kind of going through and say, yeah, it's a bit strange. Should have been back by now. Well, let's hope we get some fun then. Staying and being on the lookout for this time doesn't really suit what I do, you know? Even breaking in and leaving things behind instead of taking things was a weird one too. All these odd requests. And at that point, you do see them. So that would trigger your reaction.
Okay. And I'm still rolling at disadvantage, right? Because the spell that I did was a save and not a roll.
Yes, you have advantage since they are surprised and aren't really expecting you. So you do get advantage, so it just cancels out and it's a normal roll. And a 14, which one are you aiming at?
I'm going for the small one.
Okay, so you fling your psychic dagger, and as soon as it kind of comes into her field of view, you can just see that she dodges beneath it quickly, and you don't hit her. You have a bonus action, so you can attempt to throw again. With a 13, even less, unfortunately, also doesn't hit her. She's kind of now become aware of your presence and just ducks to the side for the second one. So there they are. Well, and then kind of looks at the larger guy, and they kind of stare at each other for a while. And since they are staying there, the rest of your surprise rounds unfortunately don't trigger, since they become surprised a lot earlier. However, we will now go into initiative to see how this turns out.
Did I hear the daggers hit the ground?
Yeah, you probably would have hit that, so yours would have probably triggered.
Okay, then I can at least have light up on this scimitar.
Yes, so you admit 20 feet of both that and that. And that I will just
Plus,
Oh.
holy
alacrity.
shit.
That's really high.
Dang!
Oh,
Dang! What is going on? Christ!
Where are these rolls in combat?
yeah.
Did you get a nat 20 as 2, Jack?
No, that's.
That's
Oh, what the
not
20
bad.
for them again? No, that wasn't a natural 20, it's just a normal
Jesus.
20.
Taking the back again.
Oh my god, that's.
Grid.
What?
I got to put alacrity on you guys more. That's
Okay, and then for the other guy who doesn't wish to pop up,
3.
come
What am I doing?
on.
Figure that out.
I guess. Ah, there it is. So. Yeah. Your initiative is. This. They got a natural 22! Yo!
Holy shit!
This is.
What in the world?
You
Oh
know
my
what? I'd rather have a shit initiative, but do full heal.
That is
Yeah.
Oh
true.
my god.
It's actually like
That's
advantageous for you to be at the back ends.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that kind of works out.
Oh my god, I might die.
Then Fiera, it is your turn.
yeah, I guess here in Sun's combat, some my alacrity goes off and I kind of speed up a little bit. Do I know what direction I should know what direction they're coming from.
Yeah, definitely from the
I
left
assume
side.
that's over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't
Forward
see,
and backward.
I'm a human. Alright, so let's see. 5, 10, 15. That's like a wall. How about I do this? 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's go 20. Ooh, that's not good. Guess I'll go 10 more. Yikes. Vision. I can't see squat. Cantrips aren't gonna help. I have light. What can I prepare? I have that. Ooh, okay, not being able to see. Do I have a torch? I don't know. don't think I do.
Wait, don't you have light on you?
I have light on me, but I can only see 40 feet.
Ah, okay.
I could throw a scimitar. I am not athletic. That is a really bad idea. I guess I can't see what's going on, so I will just take the dodge action and just, try to figure out where these people are.
Okay. Dodge action initiated. Eirik, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up and squeeze next to Fiera and see nothing. Great. I'm gonna do nothing.
You can also take the dodge action if you wish, or you can also prepare an action as well if they do come in your range.
Oh gosh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll prepare Firebolt, I guess, for when I see them.
Okay. Then it is the beefy guy's turn. You can see he also has like a armor made for his larger form. He takes out his greatsword and he will just say to the gnome,
I will hold them here. Go back and contact the boss. You should call the others. Know that's been found.
alright, then you get all the fun.
Man.
And he will rush forward to you, Aria. He does make it there. And he will swing with his great sword.
What's his movement?
Oh shit, no, he has to dash. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, he has to dash.
I thought that was a distance.
Yeah, no, he has to dash to get to you. Yes, I'm sorry. I was thinking 60. The gnome, however, will...
I get firebolt as soon as I see him,
yes,
don't I?
yes, you do. You do get firebolt as he does come into your range. With a 10, unfortunately, you will miss. As he comes into range, you cast the bright light, kind of diminishing the surprise effect, and he just kind of slashes the fire with his greatsword away and begins to continue to charge at Arya. And during that, Arya, you can see that the gnome disappears as they run back. It is your turn, Arya.
Well, since he's right on top of me, I did not expect him to get right on me like that. I am going to use my cunning action, my bonus action, to disengage. And then I'm gonna go. And then I'm going to cast my mind sliver on him.
Okay. And he has to make a intelligence that he can do, which is a 12, which fails, so he takes 9 damage.
And subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay, and keep that in mind, because I would definitely forget that. Yes, that was movement bonus action. Bring us to Isorel. What would you like to do?
Is there any critter, insects, whatever around?
I can make a perception check that will take an action, so to actively search for a critter.
Alright,
Okay.
hold on. This.
21's pretty good. You look around, quick scan, and unfortunately there aren't any critters in this vicinity.
Are you sure? Because I see one trying to climb on me right now.
At least not in the fantasy world. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be a natural ground in any way, so no critters have vacated to this space yet, since it probably was recently made. So I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem. Oops. So I'm gonna walk up here. And then...
We bottlenecked ourselves.
Hold
I'm
on.
slow.
That's dangerous.
Adrian appears.
Let me...
Thinking. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess... I guess that's all I can do for now.
Okay. Then that will bring us back to the top. Fiera with Eirik on deck.
Oh boy. pretty sure that person's gone, but I would try to find out. So let's move up. I'm gonna, yeah, make my way around him here.
Okay.
I need to see his. Well, I guess I moved 20 first. Whoops! Wow, there's too many arrows. There we go. 20. I cannot see the other person. Oh boy. They are probably long gone.
What?
I guess, yeah, I'll make my way around them.
Oh
And
my
I still can't see them. Great, they're gone. So I'll turn around frustrated at this guy. And see, it'll be Eirik and him. It's unfortunate for me. But I'll Sapping Sting him and try to get him to fall if he can do a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, definitely. What is a 16? Which I think
Passes.
Pass.
Made of too burly stuff for me to make him fall.
Yeah, he just flexes his muscles and kind of brushes off the sting that tries to penetrate his bulging muscles. And he's kind of in a high spirit, kind of enraged a bit and excited even to finally do something. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, then Eirik.
All right, I'm gonna drop my Eldritch Cannon down onto the ground again, and I'm gonna force what is it? Force damage, force blast, whatever
Yeah.
him. Come on.
Okay, fingers crossed.
+7.
Hey, yes, 21 would definitely hit.
Brilliant. So that's 14 force damage, and he's pushed back 5 feet.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
no.
doesn't he have to make a strength save or something? Or is it just if hit, he takes?
On a hit, target takes 2d8 force damage. If the target is a creature, it is pushed back 5 feet.
Nice. Wow, this is the first time your force blast hits. Please take the honors to describe it so you can remember its glorious moment.
So basically, there's a little box on top of the wrist of this hand, and when wires start to short circuit, you know, the little sparks that happen, those sparks start to come out of the box, and some of the wires in the box start to glow. They connect to the funnel on the front, the cone. The cone is gonna start to, like, it's basically gonna start to almost pulsate with energy, and it's just gonna shoot for like a force wave straight forward at him.
Yes, very nice. Hits him straight in the chest as he gets blown back, and he even is surprised that this little toy is able to push this burly man back, and he kind of gets, you know, he's just shocked for a moment. What the fuck was that? And seems to be even more excited now.
Great, my action firebolt at him.
Nice. That's a natural 20.
Yes!
Oh boy, let's go. Finally.
Come on.
Dang, 26
Come
fire
on.
damage. Holy shit. Blasting him as you see him kind of smile, having, you know, having a bit of competition, and as the fire rushes over him, you can see his smile fade a bit, and he, not necessarily a frown, but definitely the agony that he's feeling from the burns is, you know, distorting his face in a different way.
Eirik basically yells the way I just did. Come on!
Let's go! Nice. Then with the victory shout, do you wish to move?
No.
Okay, just embracing the victory.
Straight just up against the wall.
It is
I would just like to take a moment that our squishiest player, our wizard, is the one that's right next to this burly character, and it's just comical to me.
Yep, and they will stretch their sword up into the air and release it on you as he's kind of, at the same time brushing off the flames from him. Let's see if he hits though with a 17.
Sure.
Definitely hits as you take 19 slashing damage as he just picks up.
Ouch.
Just cleaves one way, and with a second attack, which is a 12.
Oh no!
Which I think still hits unless your shield.
That
Oh,
hits. I don't have shield.
oh
Oh
god.
no!
For another 15 slashing
Oh, are you
damage.
down?
Nighty night.
Oh man.
Ooh, that guy hits a lot harder than the others.
Sleepy time for you. Not to the others.
As he will make his way directly, imposing. Yep, he can make it there. In front of all of you, standing, rushing just with his big muscly legs.
So, who of you is next?
The other one is still sprinting away, bringing us to Aria, as this guy is standing right in front of you.
Well, I'm gonna just step right behind him to give myself a normal roll.
Yes.
Oh man. Alright, let's see how this goes. We're gonna... Oh!
Holy shit. There it is. Oh my god.
Come on!
Let's go. 2 natural 20s in a row. This is what we are talking about. You get sneak attack.
Yep. It didn't have my sneak attack damage on that, so...
Okay, you can roll 2d6. In fact, you can roll 5d6 for the crit damage. That was 1 too many, so just subtract 4 from that. Never mind, that's 18 plus 22, which is 40. Jesus Christ. You go behind you. In fact, you can describe to me how this natural 20 looks like. He's not dead, but that is a heavy hit that he takes.
Oh man, I don't even know how to describe this. I'm just pissed off at him for hurting my friend and bringing him down. And I just say, "Not my friend!" And I just stab him.
Alright, stabbing you probably somewhere in the neck, and you can feel that you're severing a vital nerve that he needs. You can see his right shoulder just goes limp for a moment as the connection from his brain to his muscle tissue has been severed in several areas, damaging, and you can see him kind of buckle on his knees as it hit him unexpectedly harder. Is there anything else you would like to do? You can try and hit again with a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my bonus action.
18 hits, and you have advantage now since the first one hit, which gets rid of your disadvantage, so you have advantage again.
Oh, okay, so I'll...
Yeah, well, 18 still
no
hits.
crit, but...
Well, another 6.
And then I only get
once per
sneak
turn.
attack once per turn, so yeah.
Okay, bring us then to Isowell.
I see Dr. Fiera fall down to the ground. And I see that guy fall down to his knees in front of me. And I just look at him and I scream in his face, "Not our friends!" And I cast Healing Word on Dr. Fiera at 3rd level again.
Okay.
You're doing that while you have advantage?
Hold on, give me a second.
My gosh, how am I need new clothes? I'm just like
You're
so
beyond bloody.
So
I'm beyond blow,
Healing word is a bonus action. So I still have an action. So I do have a quarterstaff, so I'm gonna get my quarterstaff and just whack him. Because he's right in front of me.
Nice. Okay.
Bonk.
Come on, get it out 20 with your quarterstaff.
I have advantage, right?
Yes, you have
Yes.
advantage.
Alright.
Holy shit. Yeah, 19. Well hit this guy.
Alright. Now I have two options. I have two bludgeoning options. I have a D6 and a D8. Which one do I use?
It depends if you're using two hands or one hand, but since you have to use one for your spell casting, it's
yeah,
a D.
so it would be one hand.
Yes.
D6, right? Okay.
Yes. One hand. See, the one hand even made more damage, which is of course max damage, because why wouldn't it be? As you kind of bonk him on the head, and you see it's a hefty fucking one. You can just hear the reverberating sound of something hard hitting hard, and if you know it's the skull, it's, you know, you get this, that crunchy feeling of, you know, you see someone hits the head really hard and you just can't see it, and it's and yeah, he seems extremely dazed, especially from that donk. Bringing us to Fiera.
Waking up again. Ooh, yeah, I'll very slowly get up probably. Oh gosh, I don't have much to help right now. Probably gonna have more people come. Basically, deal with this guy. I'll just try sapping thing again. Constitution save.
Okay, Constitution save. 24.
Yeah. Okay. I think everybody else besides me can see. I can move 15. I'll move up here. And then I will turn the light out. And just let the spell fade.
Okay. Then the spell fades, bringing us to Eirik as you kind of clamped in this corner with this bully guy in front of you.
Do I get advantage too?
No, unfortunately not. It always has to be opposite.
I mean, the wall is there.
Yeah, but he's helping you.
I'm going to... So, using my spellsmith feature...
Question.
Yes.
Didn't you say that he fell on his knees, so he's technically prone, which
Well,
would give him advantage?
For flavor, you fall on his knees, but prone is like on the ground. You have to be lying. Like knee
Alright.
doesn't count as.
Okie dokie.
Yes,
Okie dokie.
but good keeping out for that.
Yep.
Alright, so with my spellsmith feature, I'm going to cast Magic Weapon and reach and grab my dagger from my my waistband and turn that into a magic weapon and just stab right at his throat or whatever open skin I can see.
Okay, yeah, definitely do that. You can see a large portion of him is exposed from the firebolt and the other miscellaneous stuff you have done to him.
Alright. So, why did that do that? No, okay,
Like, what the fuck?
where's my dagger? There's my dagger.
25 definitely hits.
So then I get dagger damage 5 plus 1, 6.
6 as you stab this guy. Probably in the chest. Kind of, you can hear him exhale as you pierce a bit of his lung. Fuck. He's still alive.
You bitch!
This guy is a beast.
Not like I can go anywhere.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, then it's their turn. Fucking healers. And he will take all his strength to try and hit the druid. This is the first a 16, which I believe hits.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh
So
no.
you take 18 as a hefty swing of this greatsword lunges into part of your body, and then a second swing comes. So 22, which will also definitely hit,
Oh no.
Yep.
making it a 17.
I'm still up. I'm okay.
And he's heavily breathing now. It was the wrong decision for you to come here. I'm the least of your problems. Bring us to Aria.
All right. We're gonna try to.
A 17 will hit.
Yes, and I get sneak attack damage. And where is my?
How would you like to kill him?
Yes.
So I just scream, I said, not my friends! And I'm just going to take my dagger and just kind of drag it, or like, and just cut right here so he bleeds out.
You see, he was about to say something, but as you slit through his vocal cords and he has the inability to speak as the blood comes gushing out of the open wound from his throat, he falls in properly to his knees and kind of gives you each a stare in the eye before, you know, the panic takes him that he's unable to breathe, and he falls dead onto the floor in front of you, dropping his greatsword.
Oh my god.
And that's why we're gonna take a quick break, since we've already been going for more than 2 hours and almost forgot that we do breaks. So we'll be right back to see how these savage murderers are going to proceed after their good kills. Until then, where's my idle screen? And we are back in the cave with one more larger corpse of this burly figure here. In fact, the guy kind of reminds you a bit of the bodyguard that Glamour had.
Mm-hmm. I remember being taken out by him as well.
Similar process.
Yeah, Isorel is gonna heal herself real quick.
Okay.
And cast a cure wounds at 2nd level on herself.
Good idea.
I just want to search the body.
Okay, you can make an investigation check.
Just since I heard them gambling.
I'll also make my way to the body, but for different reasons. Taking out my vial.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, okay, no, we will start with you. You go through his body. Doesn't seem to really carry much personal belongings on him. He seems to be more probably like a brawler type, you know. He just has the things he needs. You find a pouch of dried meat in there, and then you found a larger pouch, but a bit lighter, with only 30 gold inside of it, presumably lost parts or most of it while gambling. You do see the great big sword that he was using, probably way too heavy for any of you to really carry. Oh, maybe Eirik could. He's kind of strongest amongst you. Doesn't necessarily seem to be special in any way, but as well as the scimitar does seem to be well crafted and made out of good iron, made to last and to, you know, deal significant blows. But other than that, it is a standard mill greatsword. But one thing you do notice, he obviously has not the same tattoo as the others, so he doesn't have a branch going around his deltoids. Instead, you find a tattoo on his tongue, as you see him kind of, you know, the only part of him that hasn't been, you know, singed is his tongue, and it was inside of his face. And you can see a bit of writing that has been placed on it, like a kind of runic E, it looks like, you know, almost like what's, you know, the typical math E, which means summary for some reason, even though it's an E, if you know what I mean. No math people inside of here. Well, you know, the kind of Latin E, it looks like, that's been kind of imprinted on his tongue. And that's about it that you find on this body. Going from there, Fiera takes out a vial. What do you wish to do with this vial?
Last time was my first time using it. I wasn't really sure, so I couldn't really get it to work. I'm just gonna, you know, find his body, as I can't really see too well. And once I definitely found a half-giant man, I'll just close my eyes, put the vial kind of right against him, and try to will the shadows disappearing from his body to go into the vial instead.
Okay, then roll your intelligence. Oof. Still unsure how it works, and you aren't really able to make it do what you wish to do. So even in darkness, you don't even know if anything's happening, because you can't see. At least from the senses you have, nothing seems to change. And after like maybe like a minute or so after Arya's finished, you know, looking over the body, nothing happens, so you just assume it didn't work.
Well, good job, everyone. For proving we can tangle with the best. Seems this guy was kind of, well, as strong as the last one we faced, and more of us were up.
Don't think these are the best. Don't for a second believe that these are the best. We can
picked out
tangle
3.
with randoms.
I mean,
we need backup. We can't keep going.
They know
gonna
we're here.
Get hurt.
We're screwed if we keep going.
well, I mean, we're managing so far.
We are screwed if we keep going. This is not. We haven't told anybody. I told you this at the beginning of the tunnel. We should have told someone what we found. We needed to tell someone where we were going, what we were doing. We need support. We should be the group of people that comes in after these battles happen.
You didn't tell anybody where you were going?
Not really.
Have I taught you nothing? The only reason I knew where to find you is because I had people that could know things, and they told me right where you were.
Oh, so people do know where we are.
I don't know if these people are gonna tell everybody.
Well, we have taken out a number of them, but they have been warned, which does escalate things.
We are at the least, like, beneficial point right now. Like, we're so screwed. I don't know how to tell you this. We are literally in a tunnel, have no idea what's ahead of us. You have died twice, 3 times today alone? What's
I've
that
fallen.
about?
Well, somebody needs to go first, and I believe in Izrael.
Until she can't do the things anymore, which is pretty
5
soon, I think.
5 more times. 5
So
more
that's what,
times.
another 2 minutes of fighting.
What if we're almost done? Like I said, we've taken out a number of them. There can't be that many left.
You have no reason to believe that there can't be that many left.
I think we're gonna be okay as long as Dr. Fiera doesn't go ahead of everybody and get right up in their business.
I was trying to catch the runner. Unfortunately, I couldn't see in front of my face, so that didn't really help.
You have any reason to believe that there isn't 100 people running at us right now?
Do I need to try to go sneak and find out again?
No, thanks. That's fine.
I mean, I have no problem doing so.
They just know we're coming this time.
And if we leave, they're still gonna know we're there. So if they're running, they could possibly catch us.
Or if the chrysalis is further in, they might just put somewhere else, and we have to do this goose chase again.
Do we have a way to alert anyone? Do we still have it available at all? And I'm looking at Dr. Fiera.
I can't see you. I'm literally blind.
Just looking at the wall, it's like, yes.
Yeah, I'm actually just talking to the wall right now. Like, we can do this. I believe in us. You know, we've come this far. I still have resources.
Dr. Fiera, do you have any way to contact someone at all?
Hmm.
To let them know that we need help?
I can, but that's also my emergency. I don't know what it's called. I can either do that, or I can do what I did earlier to the wall. I'd rather keep that in case I need to do that spell instead.
While we're here, if we took a short rest, because it's going to take them at least a half an hour to get here with reinforcements unless they're full sprinting. Can we afford to take a short rest, and maybe that'll help you guys?
But now they also know we're here. And if he doesn't come back, I point to the... I don't point to him, I point like somewhere else. If he doesn't come back, then they know that he's gone. And they may send more. Or they may collapse this entire tunnel system, we don't know. We can't really stay here.
Well, then we can make our way out to the front of the tunnel, take a rest if you guys need it. They're gonna find us anyway, because the gnome guy ran back to tell him that we were there. So they know we're here regardless.
I think our best bet is gonna be to, at least for now, go back to the warehouse so we have a bit of a bigger playfield in case something happens.
Irik's running. He's already leaving. As soon as one other person confirmed his theory, he's gone.
I think I have Flurker news. Arya, how long did it take for you to get here from the other room?
I was going kind of slowly, so Jack, how long did it take me?
So since you remember, you went there slowly half an hour, and then you met up again since both of you were walking in the same direction, which took 10 minutes. So if you walk at a medium pace, it will take about 10 minutes to get there.
So it'll take about 10 minutes.
Shoot, okay.
We have another problem. Our boy left, and I'm gonna grab Dr. Fiera by the hand, because I know she can't see shit. I'm like, we should probably catch up with him, and I'm gonna start walking us towards Eirik.
I will follow with her.
And then I'm just gonna, I guess, follow in the rear and make sure that we're not gonna be snuck up on.
Okay, then you can.
Since I'm probably the more perceptive out of everybody, with my passive being as high as it is.
Yeah, can still make a perception check since it's still an active duty that you're doing. And you will return. 26, goddamn. So it will take much longer to get back to where you came from. That will probably, if you're just walking, be about a half an hour.
Probably jog a little bit, not like full run, but at least a little jog, so we don't spend an hour in that tunnel.
Yeah, it will probably take like around, half an hour. Till maybe even less, maybe like 25 minutes. It's like a bit longer than a mile, you realize, this tunnel. So yeah, you make your way while Arya's, keeping an eye out, keeping her ears pierced close to the wall. And during your entire journey, you don't notice anyone following you, Arya, or any other noises that would make the impression that you are being followed or that a 100-man army is currently invading this tunnel. Unless they have some way of keeping entirely silent, like the guards that the Light Commander had. But assuming they don't have that level of equipment, you don't assume that anyone's following you, and you are pretty confident as well that that's not the case. You'll probably maybe at one point stay behind a bit to maybe gain, like maybe they just need time to catch up, but after like 5 minutes standing there, still nothing, no sounds, and sounds travels quite well through this space, since it's literally just this tight cavern space, so any sound you make just echoes forever to one end to the other, but you don't hear anything other than your own footsteps. And so after like 25 minutes, you do get back out into the warehouse where the breached wall is that was made with the help of Fiera and Bear Claws. And Eirik is probably already standing there doing whatever Eirik does.
Yeah, just like pacing in a circle, like I
Well, I guess we can rest here.
I think that would be the best option. Especially for you.
Yeah, I think we should take a little bit of a rest. And maybe walk out the door and alert the guards so that we're not alone.
Guess you could. Just know that they've been letting this happen. I mean, Arya even mentioned it. They've been working with the gangs. Not stopping them, but working with them.
Sure, but I don't think it is in their job description to attack diplomats and investigators.
Very well. I'll just find a place to plop down and rest.
Okay. Still in the dark.
I will light up. Oof, probably not my clothes. That's just a big target, huh? I don't know. I have something. I'll light up a coin, so it's not that big.
Okay, coin illuminates the space around you, and you proceed to take a rest. And unless there's anything else you would like to do during this 1 hour, I presume you're taking a short rest, right?
Yeah, especially since some of us need it.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna roll some hit die to recover some healing during the rest.
yes. An hour does go by without anything disturbing your rest, it seems like. So you can take the benefits of a short rest and roll as many hit dice as you want.
I'll take it. I'm back to full.
Nice.
Nice. Oh my, I'm pretty low. Why did it just roll 1? What the heck? Yeah.
The most exciting things. Seeing the hit dice being rolled.
Oh, 16 anymore.
Well, while Fiora is rolling hit dice, what are you guys doing as an hour passes and you're still sitting in the kind of cooled, dark warehouse?
I really think that we should go back down that tunnel. I don't want to lose the only lead that we possibly have about where this chrysalis went.
I would agree. And I'm doing arcane recovery, obviously.
Yes.
That power
we
back.
we definitely need to get to the bottom of it, but at the same time, I don't want to risk our lives if there's 20 or 30 people waiting for us down there. We don't know how many of them are down there.
Hmm.
It's not like they can all rush us at the exact same time. They're gonna have to filter through. How many are they gonna send through at us at one time? Like, they're still gonna be filtered.
True. And I could always create a cave in behind us if we need to run.
I don't think it's insane to go down the tunnel again. However, someone needs to know. We've been tasked with finding this chrysalis again, and we're about to just wander down further into a tunnel, into an underground city that we have no idea what's down there, and no one even knows that we've found a tunnel.
Dr. Fier, are you able to send a message again?
I believe she told me it's either sending a message or creating a cave-in.
How long did it take just to go up the stairs to the guards?
Couple minutes.
Minutes. I will be right back. And then I'll make my way up.
Okay. I need you then to roll me a d20.
Me?
Yes.
Oh. Not 12, 20.
Okay. You walk up the stairs, go out of the trapdoor that's behind the wooden plank, and you go out and open the door. You see the busy street of Zunania, you know, the way it is. You've been down here, like, you know, for a better part of 2 hours, and so it's still morning. So it's like 10 a.m. and you look around and you don't see the guards anywhere.
Huh. Not here. Are there people out and about?
Yeah, lots of people.
Okay. Can I just stop the closest person near me? Excuse me.
Oh, yeah. Well, what can I do for... Oh, you look rather wild.
It's been a day. But yeah, actually, because this, I'm trying to find a guard. I could really use help. In somewhat of a predicament.
I can certainly see that. I don't know if I want to be involved in that predicament, though.
Well, can you just help me find one? Certainly there's one nearby. If you
Yeah,
look around here, you should know.
Certainly, they have regular patrols around here. Just wait here for 3 minutes and you'll probably be able to see one.
Okay, I can do that. Did something strange happen a couple hours ago?
Yeah, meeting you.
That's fair.
Uh,
Well, sorry to bother you. Go ahead and on your way.
yeah, no problem.
Kind of just looks at you with this weird eye, sees this bloodied
Yeah.
woman in a
Yeah,
to the
I need a
dress.
bath. I need a tailor. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he moves away.
I'll wait.
Okay, yeah. You wait here. 2 minutes go by. Make a perception check.
I have glasses, Jack.
Well, they might
Yeah.
help you better than I want to say better than Kai, but no, 3 is Kai.
No.
You wait for 3 minutes. 5, 7.
Once it gets to 10, I'm headed back down.
Yeah. You go back down, you don't see any guards. While the others, are you doing anything while Fiera's kind of, you know, looking for guards? Since she is away for about 7 minutes.
I am looking for any type of animal or critter or whatever I can find, an insect, anything.
Where are you looking for them?
Around the warehouse. I'm probably gonna even walk up the stairs to to the street.
Okay, well, if you're willing to go up to the street, then definitely you will find a critter. A rat. And
I am going to wait until the end of the short rest, though.
Yes, well, it is already, you've already
All right.
done your short
Okay.
rest. This is...
Okay, cool. So since we're done with the short rest, I'm gonna see my little rat friend and for the next couple of minutes cast a ritual animal messenger. to the rat, and I'm going to say to that rat, find the Ministress of Defense. Tell her that the group that has been tasked to find the chrysalis needs help at the warehouse where it all started. There's a tunnel. We need help there. And I just give some breadcrumbs to the rat to like kind of motivation and
Yeah.
send it on its way.
Eats the breadcrumbs, packs some of it in its cheeks, and makes it sway as as hastily as a rat can do, and dashes off into the alleyways of the cramped building spaces of Sunania.
I'll go back down and inform the others that I found a way to let someone know where we are.
Yeah, I'd say this probably also takes about 7 minutes, so you probably go down with Fiera after she gets fed up having not being able to see any guards.
No guards, I swear.
It's
I'd
fine, I
like-
found a rat. The rat's gonna deliver the message for us.
Lovely.
I'd also like to say I wouldn't have let Elfina Israel out of my sight. Like I would not have. I would have followed her. Because at this point in time I don't trust her to be alone. Because when she's alone she loses a finger and I'm supposed to be protecting her. As
Okay.
her bodyguard, she would have not have left my sight. So Eirik would have been left in the warehouse by himself.
Okay, then I guess what were you doing alone in this warehouse, Eirik?
Nothing, probably. Just walking around in circles, doing laps around the warehouse, or just small circles or whatever, like not really paying attention. Then all of a sudden I look up and no one's there, and it's just like, oh Jesus.
Left alone.
Yeah.
Inside of there. So you just, because what I'm wondering is, would you then stay there, or would you also just kind of out of paranoia walk with them?
No, I would note that they're coming back. They all want to keep going down the tunnel, so
Okay, yeah. About 7 minutes go by, and then you hear the footfalls of your friends. And you return to a pacing up and down Eirik, going from one side of the warehouse to the other.
Perfect. Okay. So let's imagine they set up 2 ambushes, one halfway and one all the way at the end. How long would it take for us to go from one side to the other if we go at like a slow pace, I guess? Slow, careful pace.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, Fiora's thinking this in her head, like, okay, if we take our time to go this mile-long thing, be really careful for ambushes, how long is it going to take us?
Probably around 1.5 to 2 hours, depending how careful you are.
Oof. Yikes. Okay. Well, most of my preparatory spells last an hour, so how about we go halfway and see what we see? Taking our time, being careful, looking for ambushes.
we
Is
know what the
everybody
time.
okay?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is everybody okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, we know what the tunnel is like. We know there's no like dangerous holes or caverns or whatever that we're gonna come across. We can go. If they're in the tunnel, we're gonna see them. It's not like we can avoid them, whoever is down there.
Well, somebody will see. I can't see in that tunnel.
So the advantage that we have right now is that they probably, if we're being careful and we're looking at what we're doing, they shouldn't be able to surprise us because we know we are expecting them to be there, but they're also going to expect us to come back. So they're also going to be aware of us, and we can't surprise them. Probably cannot surprise them. So
We're
that,
assuming we're on equal terms.
yeah, I'm kind of assuming that we'll be on equal terms on this one.
Hmm.
Can I help you by maybe letting you use my hooded lantern? Will that help you be able to see?
I mean, I just hold up my coin. This is fine.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
So
I
all three
mean-
of you can see in the dark? You too, Arik?
Yeah, I made this for a reason.
Ah, that's handy.
Elves can see 60 feet in the dark.
That's useful. Because I feel like I'm just a beacon of light, obviously. And that's probably helping them more than it's helping us.
We can also, if you didn't want the light, we could also tie some rope and do like a chain thing so you can just like follow behind and not worry about not being able to see.
Hmm.
And then once we run into something, then you can make your light that you need.
I guess so I wear a black robe. There are like basic pockets. If I put a coin that has light on it in a pocket, how bright is that?
It's maybe it can definitely reduce it to like 10 feet of light being
I will
emitted.
just I'll do that.
However,
This-
I will still say, since it's light in the dark, like even if you're 100 feet away, you will still be able to see the only light source inside of
Yeah.
a dark space.
Yeah. I'll just stay near Azrael. And then Arya, you can go first. We will stay like 50 feet behind you because you have pretty good eyes and ears. And if you need to let us know anything, just speak in our minds.
Alright, so we're about to go back into this. So I'm going to do my psionic whispers again. Just so I know. So for 3 hours, I can communicate with you guys.
Yes.
That's a lot better.
That is a lot better. Alright. Let's head back in.
Okay.
Do we think, okay, before we go in, do we think it's more likely they're going to ambush us in the cave where we killed their men, or at the end of the cave? Or maybe they might just disappear. I guess the biggest threat is ambush, right? That's probably at the end of the cave, rather than trying to get us in this small confined space.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, they're just going to do the same thing that they've just done. They've had a couple scouts and then a couple, guards that went after the scouts, and, they'll probably put a few people up through the tunnel, but no, they're not going to send a whole bunch of people through this tunnel.
Right.
I don't think we're gonna get an army in the tunnel. We might see a couple people, but that's it.
Okay.
In
will
the
save
event-
my magic.
In the event that we get through, and all of a sudden we're in a position where we're not fighting and we're talking to
That would be great.
someone, that would be great. What are we talking about? Do we have a story? Do we have talking points that we can use? Because the last time we were underground and tried to talk, didn't go well.
So, is there any way, Fiera, you'd be willing to not look so important?
I look like hell.
I look better right now.
Well, I mean, would you be willing to not radiate important? Would you be able to tone down your natural importancy aura around you?
I guess I'd prefer to use it. Use it rather than hide it.
Because what I'm thinking is these are thieves. Okay, I know their lingo. Can try to convince them that we just heard that there was treasure down here.
I don't think my pretty dress is going to be very convincing that I'm hunting for treasure.
We don't look like thieves, which is probably a good thing. I think we just give them a stern warning. A legion will be here to rip apart the city if they don't give up the chrysalis, so we need to find a peaceful resolution for that.
As ridiculous as that sounds, that is an answer to my question.
We
That
don't
is-
demand it. We just...
I mean,
We're here to talk.
we can tell them that. We also have some warning. We have a proof. We have a warning of what can happen if we don't listen.
That's true.
Yeah,
We
as long as
are-
there's something to actually tell them, and that we're not just there saying, "Oh, don't hurt us, don't hurt us."
Oh, yeah, we have plenty. If anything, I might commend them for using the higher ups so well. Seems like they're the ones running the city. So yeah, let's talk if possible. But they haven't wanted to talk yet, so. And that
into
one
the
fellow
tunnel
called
I
me.
go. Since I'm going to be ahead of you guys anyway, I'm just going to get started.
Okay. Then everyone can roll stealth.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Pretty so. As usual, once again, step inside of the tunnel and proceed to move forward with a bit more caution this time, knowing, what has happened. You walk further. You know what? You can also make a perception check, Aria, since I presume you are, keeping an eye and ear out. 19. About, half an hour in. Oh, no, not half an hour. It would be like 10 minutes. There where you first encountered the first set of peoples who were set there. And you have difficulties seeing the bodies. You're kind of like waiting to, see the corpse of the guys there. And then when you get to the point where you're saying, yeah, this should be the area where its body should be, it's not there. You see a few of the scorch marks on the wall, which means yes, this is definitely where the combat took place. And but at a second glance, as you take a better look at the surrounding area, instead what you see is just a heap of ash. It was already a bit crispy when you first burnt him, but now there's literally just a pile of ash sitting on the floor and there's no recognizable body left anymore to leave behind any trace.
So I'm going to message my friends. So I'm not seeing anything, but I do find something particular. It looks like they had burned their buddies' corpses. I just came upon the first set.
In fact, you can also make an investigation check.
Investigation.
15. Yeah, it's just blackened corpse. You go a little bit further and you see the second corpse, also non-existent, just a heap of ash that is fairly spread out. Now that you look at the walls a bit, it's hard to see since you aren't seeing any colors. When you use dark vision, you only see in shades of gray, but you can see that the walls in the surrounding area also have a bit of a darker tone to them.
All right. I'm just gonna keep going at the same pace that I've been going at. I'm pretty sure that they definitely burned their people. The walls look a little bit darker, my friends.
Okay, so there's more than just scimitar and sword wielding thugs.
Yep, it's to be expected. If they can make somebody pretend to be dead or manipulate Renapila, then they definitely have magic means. But we must move forward.
And with that you continue to move onwards. Arya still leading the way in a bit of distance, so you can, and Eric, you can just barely see the limits of your visions as you're creeping forward along this tunnel. And then after the next half hour passes, or well, first of all, kind of 20 minutes to half an hour, you see the next corpse of the larger individual. Same thing, also ashes just spread around, and you also pass by there to then slowly but surely approach what you think is the end of this tunnel. Now, Arya, as you kind of get to that point of where you think you were the last time, this time you don't see a light at the end. So you aren't quite sure how far the distance now is.
So they might have abandoned this location. With the corpses being burned, and now where I think I originally saw light when I first came down this way, I'm not seeing it anymore. So it's quite possible that they abandoned this location.
Or they might want to make it look like they abandoned the location. I would still be cautious.
So I don't know if I should go farther without you guys. I'm not sure how far behind you guys are from me.
I mean, at this point, I think we can probably reconvene. So just wait wherever you are and we'll get to you. We'll just keep walking.
Alright. And then as I'm waiting for them, I'm going to be extremely actively listening to make sure that they're not just like trying to hide in the dark or something.
Okay, then I can make another perception check. Yeah, like I said, she was always like in visual range. She isn't like far away. So
That's worse.
takes like a few seconds until you get to her while either you keep an eye and ear out. Don't hear anything. It is completely silent.
Well, do we risk putting on a little bit more light so we can see what we're walking towards?
I'm not against it.
At this point, if they're in there, they're waiting. They're expecting us. We're not surprising them. The light, if anything, is just, might warn them for an extra second that we're here, but we're also gonna see, so...
Then let's make an entrance. And I'll light up my robe again.
Okay.
Oh man.
And just start walking.
Okay.
Right before Arya walks through the door, I'm gonna cast guidance on her.
Okay. And I presume you are just following behind her?
Yeah.
Okay, stepping behind her with these glowing, Jesus Christ, glowing, almost majestic robe. But it's like only bits and pieces are like glowing since most of it is like shredded
there's
off.
holes. There's holes, yeah.
So it kind of looks like a glowing piece of Swiss cheese. Walking there. And as you get close and close, you can see that now after you get to the distance where you can see a shift in the terrain where it stops to be a cavernous space. So it isn't like natural terrain anymore, but instead leads into what seems to be a house, warehouse. You can see wooden frames. The rail tracks stop there and it turns from a dirt floor to what seems to be stone slabs. No, not stone slabs actually, it is wooden board. So you can see this leads into a building of some sort. And as you go there, you step inside. You go there, step inside, and Arya, you hear a I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Traps.
And you said I have a D4, right? Extra?
It's ability, not saving throws.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone who got over a 14 is successful and saves. Everyone who isn't takes this much. As a huge explosion ignites and you get blown away and shredded, and at first reaction just the heat engulfs you and sears the outside of your skin and burns most of your clothes. Fiora, you're probably naked at this point.
Getting close. Yes. Getting pretty close.
As a royal inferno kind of comes over you, and you notice now that you're kind of wincing, and for those of you who are, you know, not fully taken by this, as you step to the side and take some refuge inside of the cavern space, as the flames around you are actually a very pinkish purple. And even as the inferno kind of dissipates, you can see now the structure of this heavy granite tunnel that's built there is starting to crumble a bit. You are somewhat standing in the bridge of it to whether or not you want to enter further inside of the house or return into the tunnel. The decision is up to you. What would you like to do?
I'm going in the tunnel. Or not the tunnel, but I'm going into the house. We've already made it this far. I'm not turning around.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, house. If I see Arya darting ahead, I'll go with.
You're still standing?
Against all odds, yes. I'm not
Okay.
gonna tell you what my health is, but it's not great.
I'm gonna stumble in as well, and as I stumble in, I'm gonna grab Fiera by the shoulders and cast my last third level spell and do a cure wounds on her.
Okay, then. Alright.
That's the last one I. Oh shit.
Did it go that low? What?
It was a 3, a 2, and a 1. Like, it was horrible.
Everything helps.
And I am out of third level spells.
Eric, what are you doing? We all
I mean,
went
everyone
in.
else is going in. I'm walking in.
Okay,
flames.
you walk inside and the flames are still kind of burning, and you see that most of the interior space was built with wood and normal stone. And as you kind of step inside, quick decisions made by Arya followed by her friends. You see the space behind you was obviously caved in by this explosion that just erupted, and you can now see crates next to you that are now starting to catch even more fire, and it's this weird purple flame that is burning. Well, not really purple, but pink. And as you're trying to step to the side, it is at this moment as you can see the ceiling is also starting to catch fire, bits and pieces falling from above you. The space isn't big. You may be expecting a bigger storage house, but it's maybe like 20 feet from one side to the other. And as you look forward to try and find an exit, kind of engulfed in flame, crates in front of you, you see a figure standing there in a dark black cloak. You can't really see their face, as he's kind of also somewhat embracing the flames, but doesn't seem to disturb him as much. And he just stands there in the blazes in front of you of what presumes to be the safe exit behind him.
So, are you capable of speech? Or are you a barbarian too?
Yes, I must apologize for the ruffians that I have to use to employ some of my work, but their work is effective.
Well, then I suppose you're the one we need to talk to next.
Well,
Well, you want to just give us the chrysalis back, do you?
I will give you something greater than a chrysalis, a opportunity to
Can
maybe
we discuss this outside of the flames around us?
well,
With all due respect.
your urgency to think of your own life as a gracious one. However, I have only come here to deliver a simple message. And he kind of goes into one of his robes and pulls out the letter, and then just the letter vanishes from their hand and then just appears in your hand, Fiera, as you're just kind of having it by your side, and just appears there and then says, well, like I said, an opportunity is a thing to consider. And then vanishes with the purple flames. And as they do so, you see the flames kind of diminish a bit and burn to the sides and escape and disappear.
Well, should I read this now or maybe at a better time?
I don't see any other better time.
What is the how's the building looking now? Does it look like it's gonna crumble?
It might crumble. It's definitely not in flames anymore.
Let's get out of here before it's still standing.
Yeah.
Please. And I'm just kind of pushing everyone towards the exit.
Hang on, I'm thinking a little bit of fire. Yeah.
Okay, you rush, you get to the door, which seems to be unlocked, and as you rush outside, you hear a bit unexpected noise, the ambience noise of what seems to be dogs, and you can see a lot of people outside starting to gather around, but they seem like normal folk, portsmen, dwarf masters and all that stuff, having heard the sun explosion and kind of going there, and you can hear some people, oh, there was a fire here, somebody get the fire brigade right now, put it out. And you can just see people rushing to, just having this sudden explosion inside wherever you are right now, kind of rush to the scene, and then see people stepping out, and you can see several guys going towards you. What happened? Are you okay? And you see like a somewhat middle-aged half-elven woman kind of going to you, Fiera, since you seem to be the most fucked up.
I'm really
and you can see like an older gnomish gentleman and say, right here, I will get some of my medicine from my home, alright? Rest here, don't move too much. The burns might get worse from doing that. And he kind of washes away. You can see other people trying to, help with the situation. What are you doing?
Yeah, I have 32 health, so I had 1 after that.
Oh my god.
Trap? I don't know anything about traps. Why would I look for traps? I'm from Connaught. We don't have traps in Connaught.
It's funny because that's my job to think about, and I didn't because, I should have thought about that. That's my bad.
Right. So we're at the docks. Oh boy. That's not good.
It's probably not best to read that note here with all these people.
Oh, it's already in my satchel. That also needs to be fixed. Yeah. I'll say I don't feel like waiting here. Obviously, this used to be their base of operations, and then we came, and then they left.
You're barely standing. If these townsfolk want to help you, I highly recommend taking it.
You can see the elven woman kind of, starting to put like bandages around some of your burn wounds. It's like, what happened here? Did you transporting difficult goods? This doesn't happen very often here.
Let's just say our little expedition did not turn the way we wanted to. Let's leave it at that.
Alright. Kind of gives you a bit of glance. And then you can see the old gnomish guy come back. Alright, stay still. I've brought some salve here with me. alleviate some of the pain, and it kind of just puts like this weird silvery, half transparent, very mucus-like liquid onto some of your burns, and you can immediately feel the sting as it's extremely cold, just kind of brushing against your arm. It sears a bit as it does so, and you can see on the edges that some of your wounds start to close up a bit, coming into contact with this herb-like material. Okay, just leave it on there for a bit, alright? And once that area is finished, then maybe if enough of it is left there, you can transfer to other of your burn wounds, and then maybe just kind of hurry up a bit.
That's quite effective, actually. Impressive.
Well, this is not the first accident to happen inside of here, but definitely of this caliber we don't see very often. Gotta help each other out here.
What do you mean this isn't the first explosion you've had?
But not the explosion. Dangerous goods sometimes makes their way here, you know. It's a rare occasion that, I don't know, some gunpowder that, you know, isn't treated well, can, you know, combust. I've never seen have this caliber before. It's quite unique. Are you perhaps alchemist? You kind of looks to you, you seem like a tinkerer of some sort. Like, what were you doing inside of there?
Tinkerer for things, not magical flame. I'm just as confused as you are.
Confused as I am? You just came out of there.
Yeah, I know. It was magical flames. What am I supposed to say?
That it's magical flames? I don't know.
Thank you so much for your help in trying to help our friend here with his burns, but we really should be going. We're so sorry to disturb you.
Going? Yeah, going to hospital. You all seem pretty badly injured. You shouldn't be walking around like this.
No, I think we're just gonna go to our homes and relax and heal up. Thank you so much for your help. And then I'm going to hand him a gold piece and just say thank you so much for your help.
Oh, of course. Because you see half everyone says, it's okay, Grandpa. It seems like they've important business. We don't want to mingle too long with them. We don't want to get involved. I apologize for the inconvenience. And just kind of takes his grandpa and just kind of soaking. You can see still like there's still like a half circle of people who have stopped to look, but it kind of dissolves a bit as it seems like it's not evolving into more chaos, and that the kind of impact was most of it, and then the scene kind of dies down faster than you expected for what has literally just occurred.
Jack, I have a question.
Yes.
How do my burns and scars feel after seeing that magical flame?
You don't feel any different. Still the same. Didn't seem to have impacted you in any particular way. And now that you have kind of time to look around and, you know, sit for a moment with not people like kind of nudging you and stuff like that and being flanked by, you know, random strangers. Most of them have kind of left. Some of them are still, you know, keeping an eye on you for strangers that just came out of an explosion. And plus you do look a bit, you know, not like the folks that usually walk around here, even in burn condition. You are once again underground. You do not see the sky above you, though you also do not see the ceiling. Seems to be quite far up. There are lanterns across the docks that you now see that are placed around, so the place is illuminated with enough light for, you know, Fiera and Irik to see naturally. Normal flames, warm orangish. You can see a few hundred feet in front of you there's water and ships, several ships docked there. You can see two larger ships on the far left side and one large ship on the right side, and then a few smaller ones spawn apart. But on the very end you can see like a light source which is probably several hundred feet away that probably leads to the outside. But you can see these great big masts of wood that have been built that go all the way up, but you do not see the ends, and it kind of goes out of your visual range. But you can see like pulley systems and cranes attached to them that are kind of lifting off carts, crates and stuff from the ships out and placing them, and carts moving back and forth. There seems to be an underground dock and a port for ships.
Well, everyone, welcome to the underground dark port.
And that's where we're gonna stop today's session, because I could not said it any better.
Oh
Ooh.
man. What
I'm
a
losing
session
my
to-
mind.
What a session to come
What?
back for.
The fuck?
Oh boy.
What a session to come back for.
I am so happy I packed up so many healing
It was just for me.
things.
I feel really dumb. I wanted to use new spells, so I didn't grab shield or mage armor. Turns out I probably need those, you know?
Yeah, that was.
I was
thought we were
wondering why you didn't have your mage
Well,
armor on.
I thought we were going to go after Renapila, so I thought there was going to be spell combat. So I grabbed stuff like Counterspell and Dispel and False Life, thinking I might need those more against the spellcaster. Nope.
I literally brought Dispel Magic with me, Enhanceability, Skywrite,
Yeah,
And then a
Skywrite for
bunch of-
underground campaigns.
right?
We were
Right?
really
I was
smart,
like, maybe we're gonna need it. Who knows?
uh,
And like literally the only attacking spells that I have are my Firebolt cantrip. I
pretty good.
do have a poison spray cantrip that I see here, and then my moonbeam. Those are the only things I can attack with. Everything else is either a buff, a heal, or something utility like animal messenger, speak with animals, skywrite, and shit
Yeah.
like that.
You know, the funniest thing about this is Eirik didn't take any damage that whole time, and the only damage that affected Eirik was the 3 points of damage to his own Eldritch Cannon that he caused with a nat 1.
I'd like to say for the first time ever, Arya did not take any damage, and she did not go down. Because the
Nice.
other two combats that I was involved in, I went down both times. So I'd like to say I'm very proud of myself that I did not take damage or die.
Yep, Fiora taking the bunt there.
I'm
Yeah.
throwing myself into the deep end, so everybody
Yeah.
else can do their thing.
But, oh man.
The lowest hit points I went to was 10.
Oh.
Like I did not go under 10. So
Good,
I was
good.
kind of lucky there.
Like, I think we improved.
Yeah.
Instead of all three of you dying, you just died 3 times.
That's an improvement.
Yeah. Look,
Oh.
for a minute there, like when the big burly guy was just swinging,
Oh gosh.
I was really scared. Like we were
Yeah.
all gonna go down.
That's
Yeah.
I
almost
got
what happened
really
last time.
scared. That's why I just like pumped out my healing spells. I was like, nope, not happening.
That's why I think it was funny that Arya got the natural 20 when she did. Because it was literally her pissed off of watching her friends get beat up. Not my friends!
Yep.
And crits help. If we just crit, we'll be fine.
Friends that you've known for 3 days.
But more so, my one in particular friend had just
Yeah.
gotten beat up at that point. So I was
Yeah.
just like pissed off.
Yeah, when it works.
When it works. When the timing works, it works. And that's always the best.
Yeah, like me making any type of damage, absolutely not. But rolling full heal to then shitty heal, yes, of course.
Yeah, that big hero in the beginning was fucking
nice.
crazy.
Yeah.
Never see that.
Oh, well, I'm actually really glad we're back in the underground. I was trying to figure out how we can get down there, for like the last 5 sessions. Because we got kicked out after 5 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
without doing it that way again.
Yeah.
A little scared to be in the underground. Last time we were down there, that was kind of brutal.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
a little
agree.
scared.
Let's keep our weapons in check for now and hold on to our butts and not do anything bad.
Well, this is a different section. I have
Yeah,
a
this
feeling
is
it's gonna be
wildly different. We went
Yeah.
into the freaking back door the first time.
the
Yeah.
back door of like the most serious section.
Yeah. This time we just came in through the sidewall.
Was a big
A mile-long tunnel.
Oh man,
Cool.
Yeah.
this is fun though. I'm glad I came back for this session.
Oof. Yeah,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
can slow down for a bit.
Yep. Let's see where this goes. As I said, the combat will definitely pick up once you get into the middle of things. And who knows? I will say that you are doing pretty well combat-wise. Usually, like, for only one person to go down, that's pretty damn good. Usually a lot of people drop in my thing, so it's good that you have a healer. If you wouldn't have a healer, you definitely are dead.
Yeah, I
Definitely
think
fucked.
we're still figuring things out. We have a healer, and then I can now take a person just out of combat, so that helps.
Yeah, that's extremely good and useful.
I have healing adjacent, abilities, but I'm not like a
You're
healer.
damage. You're an artificer. You have a cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, use your cannon.
Yeah. Like,
Somebody's gotta do damage.
I kind of like the fact that I can heal, but also like buff or like do a little bit of damage at the same time. Like, I think I'm gonna keep it that way. I might pack a little more attacking spells as well, just in case. But like, I think I like that combo that I have right now.
And then there's just me that has 0 spells except for my one
Give you
cantrip.
Sliver. I do like Mind Sliver. That's a cool one.
I figured because for the Elven Ancestry, I can pick one. And I was like, ooh, Mind Sliver is like the best one for this like general like psychic abilities that my character has.
Mm-hmm.
Which that was kind of fun how I killed the guy with the Mind Sliver.
Yeah,
That was
which
pretty funny.
also surprised me. Exactly 10 from a
Oh,
cantrip.
it was
here.
exact?
Yeah, it was exact on the dot 10. I was like, damn, okay. Which you guys have done a few times now that you've got the exact damage required to kill the people.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, dang.
Perfect.
Friggin' either lucky or... Well, something has to balance the unlocks that Eirik is having during this whole endeavor.
Man.
So many nat ones and like nat 20s today. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
That was just... I like how I broke my nat 1 with a nat 20.
Yeah.
Yes, it was also very cinematic. Okay, then hopefully continue this next week and see how this further develops, what these guys are gonna do as they're in a precarious situation. Well, different area, maybe new things to discover, but we'll see next time. So everyone, wave with only 4 fingers.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
got
you guys
5.
from your 4 fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, I've reattached mine, so
Oh yeah.
it's looking a little bit stupid.
Oof.
Okay.
smell.
It's just kind of dangling there, like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The smell. Jesus Christ. Well,
Yep.
we can
Yep.
enjoy that next time, or just stand next to Eirik and he will just make it smell like
Oh,
wood.
Yeah.
And everything's gonna be fine. Okay. And we are gone.
Yeah.